Fucking titties, I know, yeah, I know, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. No, yeah, let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck them titties, baby. I know. Suck them titties on the west side. Suck them titties on the breast side. Best titties I ever had. Oh, let me suck them titties right now. From the night turn to dawn, girl. Suck one, maybe two. Them damn boy gone. Yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Somebody take your titties out. Somebody take your titties out, yeah. Somebody take your titties out, yeah. No. Somebody take your titties out, no. Oh, yeah. Somebody take.
I know what it's like, baby. Yeah, I know what it's like, baby. See some titties in the club, you know what I'm saying? And I got one thing to say to you, baby. Let's get them fucking titties tucking out the fucking club, girl. Come on.
What the fuck are you wearing, bro?
Yeah, man, got into crypto. Windfall, bitch. A couple of these altcoins in the portfolio went through the roof. And them NFTs I caught, yeah, up like 100x.
Whoa.
Thought my MetaMask wallet was gonna blow the server. IYKYK. If you know, you know. That's all I'm saying. Shit. It all tanked, bro. Some whales must have swam through. Rug pull on the NFTs. Market's on a downswing. ETH's dropping like a landslide. I'm hurting, baby.
Bro, that was 2 seconds ago.
You don't understand the game. It's brutal. You think you can Venmo me like $5, man? I'll get you back, I promise.
Yeah, chill, man. I got you. Jeez. That go through?
Yep. Took those $5, threw it down on a meme coin, a little gaming token I heard about on Reddit. Just did my research. Do your own research. It's not a big deal, so back to the moon. Hodl on this one all day. Oh, boy. You think you can Venmo me another $5?
Slaves built the pyramids. Slaves built the Parthenon. Slaves built America. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you. Slaves.
I recently came to the realization that I don't actually need therapy. I just need a bad bitch. I just need a bad bitch. And the only way to get a bad bitch is with slightly bigger muscles and more money. That's what's been stopping me. The key to happiness this whole time has been vanity and materialism. I've been worrying about things like intimacy, finding like-minded individuals, and meaningful work, when really, I just needed to start taking steroids and doing summer sales. Because that's what other people look for and desire in a partner, is money and slightly bigger muscles.
I hate when people say soul season this, we have a meme super cycle. I was talking to this one guy and he said, oh, Trump coin was gonna save the market. Brother, have you seen what's been going on? We have every celebrity launching meme coins. Sol is damn near close to $200 fucking dollars. For fuck's sakes! My mom texted me about fucking Trump coin. I can't believe all these people saying, oh, Sol's gonna bounce back here. This and that. Like, shut the fuck up. If I hear this one more fucking time, I'm gonna take a dildo and shove it up your ass, you fucking dickhead. We are going to zero, goddammit.
Imagine selling now. Honestly, man. Fucking imagine it. Looking at your fucking kids in the eyes and being like, you know what? I'm real sorry, my youths. Daddy fucking went and got a sex change. You know what I mean? No more big dick. Daddy got a fat pussy now, cause you're a fucking weakling. Fuck that, man. I can't look my children in the eyes knowing that daddy fucking sold on dumps. On fucking dumps, man. You fucking idiots. Who the fuck is selling? I don't know anyone selling. My team ain't selling. I know bag hunters ain't fucking selling. Gem hunters ain't selling. So who the fuck is selling? Michael Saylor buying. Grayscale buying. Elon Musk on the Tesla cash flow fund is buying. So who the fuck is selling? I tell you who's selling. Little weekend pussios that didn't even fucking want to be in this game anyway. Didn't understand it. I'm in it for the tech. Fuck off, mate. You ain't
do something called investing.
Oh,
this started with Papa John's Pizza years ago. He dropped the N-bomb years ago, and the stock of Papa John's plummeted on pure emotion. People are like, oh, it's terrible. People still like the pizza. The fundamentals didn't change. So I just bought the out of the stock. 2 days later, it was right back where it was.
Ooh, that's a smart move.
And I call it investing because of that. So I look for these emotional drops in stock. So the other day with the Cracker Barrel thing, it's like no one really gives a shit about the rebranding. So the stock plummeted. So I jumped money in 2 days. It wasn't a big hit, but $2,000 in 2 days. I pulled out. It went back down. I'm like, fine. Investing works, people.
It's socially, what you just said was abhorrent, but fiscally wise.
Yes, I'm fiscally racist.
Pretty wise.
I'm very liberal, but I'm...
Broski, the market is so red, I thought my MacBook was bleeding. This is the end, cuz. Yesterday I was a millionaire, today I'm a slumdog. This is not a dip, this is a black hole.
Imbeciles, they have no idea. This is not a black hole, this is the beginning of a big bang.
Why is Broski not panicking with us? Yeah, why is he so unfazed? Check your wallet, cuz. The crypto is down 85%. Allow him, Broski, he's still in denial.
Is it down by 85%? Or is it 85% off?
Oh shit. No, gang, not the hustler mindset. Not the hustler mindset. Bro said it's not a crash, it's a discount. Circumstances, but you can change your mentality.
Remember, brothers, the market sends his toughest battles to his most financially literate soldiers. When the Nasdaq falls, will you give up? Or remember that no amount of setbacks defeat a qualified mind? You see a dip and start to sell, but I remember that sudden emotions lack logic. Down isn't permanent. So I invest more into the S&P because I was born to struggle and persist.
Nah, man, how does he do this? This guy knows something. Broski, was you in the board meeting with Donald Trump?
So tell me, brothers, when the crops go dry, will you sell your land? Or sow more seeds, knowing that the harvest will always return.
He's really got that hustler mindset. Bro's got that JP Morgan mentality. That's that quarter zip discipline, cuz. Yeah, gang. Yeah, a few individuals that make...
Damn, man, come on! What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow! Damn, man, come on! There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Nobody knows about that fucking degenerate life when you're fucking down 40,000 and you battle the fuck back. You say, you know what? You know what? I'm a fucking strong, independent man. And you're not gonna tell me I should go to bed. I'm gonna battle the fuck back. And I'm gonna fucking get my money back. And guess what? I got my motherfucking money back. That's right!
Asset. Well, Bitcoin is the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
Welcome to the Perp Dex Wars, brought to you by Flying Tulip, apparently, and Aster. What's going on, you guys? Welcome to Ask Me Anything 133. Perp Dex Wars has cometh. Big announcements from Sonic and the team, as well as Andre from. They just announced basically who are the major investors in Flying Tulip. They're still raising more money, and they've been given a $1 billion valuation. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, man.
Billion's the threshold you need to be able to go public.
Yeah, no, definitely. Decided to wear the, my Guts Cubone shirt today. But go ahead.
Gotta catch them all.
That's right.
Am I coming in clear?
Yeah, you're coming in clear. Yeah, I hear a little echo though, but.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
But yeah, man, the market, we're closing green a little bit, right? We're starting to get some ridiculous memeage on Solana. I mean, who? I've got some heat today.
Yeah, the price is like what do you call it? Mentioned the last few shows that we've done because we've basically been streaming here for 2 weeks straight. The day the crypto mindset course came out on Friday the 19th was the beginning of the dip at 117,000, and then just a couple days ago, right, we got the bottom in on that. But just the last couple of days, I was saying, if we regain that 114,250 area about, and then hold the 50-week moving average going into the end of the week, that's basically what we need here to get the second half of the 60-day cycle up and to the right, and a good trade opportunity here for Q4 in October. So yeah, we're getting that right now on price, and yeah, I think right now is like the perfect opportunity. Like if you're like, hey, I want to do a trade on Nobody Sausage, like the wick that came overnight on that. In the last daily candle actually, got bought up real heavy.
Did you guys buy the dip?
Yep. So if you haven't, now is the time, right? I would say.
No, it's all
really
no.
Oh yeah, it's all over. It's all over. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Probably what the fuck is over, dude. All right, buddy. Calm down, pal. All right.
I mean, technically we need a couple more days above this 50-day moving average, but then by that point we'll probably be even higher. So
did you buy in the 40 millions on Nobody, you guys? Because it's now in the 50s. So we might as well talk about it, man. See, yeah, Charlie's analysis is always on point. What a beautiful chart right here. Woo! So
higher lows, baby.
We've been streaming for 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight. On stream, sold here on stream. Told you guys to take profits. Bought some here. Where did I buy it? I think I bought it here. No, right here. Yeah, bought around the 60 point right here with half of the DCA from here to here. That's pretty good. And then bought the rest here in the 40s. Now we're up here. Successful cultivating crypto. Successful.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Doing very good on nobody. Nobody knows, but my bags are growing every single trade. Very good. Very good.
More Solana for everybody, baby.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So at some point when I don't want to say this, but it is what it is, right? At some point before the end of Q4, I'm probably going to sell like 80-90% of my nobody into USDC probably, or Solana. If I'm still like questioning if there's still a little bit more, then I might just put it into Solana, and the volatility would be much less than in nobody and the race of the meme, because the meme coins crash much more violently than Solana does, basically. So just a heads up, baby. I gave it to you guys at 4 million. So actually 4 million, and I think if depending on where you bought it in the night, it actually dropped down to 3 million for a little bit, but like 4 million was basically the average on this coin. It's now sitting at $53 million, and I don't know if it was 2 weeks ago, but basically almost 2 weeks ago, it was sitting at almost $100 million.
Yeah, I think if it were to close above 5.7 cents on the next 24 hours, that's the confirmation on the daily chart of a buy-in. I mean, we've traded this one really well since that time with the crypto mindset course. I mean, if you go to the chart back in May and April, right? Like literally right there.
This is the recommendation right here. This is the recommendation.
That's where Miguel was mentioning it to everybody. So, it's just like a really nice trade. It's like basically more than a 10x from that point. So if you guys have been trading with us on this, like you've made a lot of Solana. So
and that's the primary thing, is like you're trying to cultivate more of the L1 token. Now, obviously, we look at the portfolio sometimes like, oh, you know what? I can actually take a little bit out of the Solana eco because I've done so well. Let me pump it into Sui. And I have done that a little bit. It's what I use to kind of stack up. So I did take some Solana money, move it into Sui, and then use that to buy kind of the bottoms of took 20% of my Sui position into the alts, which I've been I think we're pretty much their lows. Basically, some of them are still there. Other ones have gone up a little bit, but Lofi, Blue Book, Cedar, Bluefin being the primary four that I've chosen and stuff like that at a time when they weren't popular at all. Still not right now, but that's kind of the investment, kind of like, well, these are the only games in town here, so I'm willing to make that level of risk on it. And then when Sui breaks out above its all-time high, there'll be a repricing, basically. Don DeMarco, that's right. So I'm gonna take this off the screen. Now, Charlie, there's a new entrant. So we've heard of Hyperliquid, right? The first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of Ethereum backed. Now we have Aster, BNB backed, Flying Tulip, Sonic Andre backed, and a host of other ones as well. I think there's a base protocol one. The rest of them are kind of pretty small, not that big of a competitor. But today, Charlie, we have finally gotten a competitor, a brand new person that has beat Flying Tulip to the market. Actually, it's on Solana.
Trade.nigaliquid.fun. The waiting is finally over. Nigga Liquid. Just turn your trap money into Solana and deposit into your Nigga Web3 account. Nigga rock. Yeah, nigga. Now just long nigga perps with 100x leverage and take your mama out of the hood. The real nigga decks. Activate real nigga mode, and finally, they will see a young nigga winning. Join Nigga Liquid now, and don't forget we support EBT nigga. Trade.
All in.
You should see the candle on it. It's just straight, bro. These are killing me, dude. Like they're like this shit. Like
oh man,
Indian and black somehow.
That's very, very special.
Oh, Fuck, dude. I'm telling you, bro. I know the N2 team's somehow behind this. Somehow. I know, dude. Yeah. L on Hex, they need marketing like this. This is crazy, dude. This is so funny. But yeah, this is this is what's happening. You know, they listen to Whiff, they listen to all kinds of stuff. I want to see if you could actually use the platform, but obviously I do think it's a joke. But it would be interesting if there actually are giving leverage on like Solana meme coins. It's interesting. I'm like, huh. Even though it's a joke and stuff like that, but I think it's right now it's trading at 7.8 million market cap right now. Actually, let me see if I can pull it up. Solana. Yeah, here we go. Glorious candles, Charlie. Glorious candles. Maybe the 15-minute. There we go. Well, maybe a 1 hour. A little better. There we go.
Up and to the right, baby.
Up and to the right. Up and the right. Now, obviously, very new chart. Urgent. I mean, this is so like there's no real fundamentals here, you guys. Just FYI. Other than it's being pushed by a cabal of people on Twitter. Am I laughing at the memes? Yes. Hilarious. Meme perp decks. Where'd you get in at? What do you think? No. All jokes aside, I have not jumped into this one yet. Just FYI. Just full, like I'm not in this one, but it's hilarious, you know. And then this is the shit I'm talking about. Like that's how you do marketing. Now, obviously, there's a ton of accounts pushing it. Like, I mean, seriously, I mean, just look. I mean, I can go to Twitter and at least say like I can give you kind of like who's been retweeting it and stuff. There's accounts like Mogan and stuff, and I think this is actually the founder of it or whatever. But like, there's a couple of accounts on Twitter and stuff, like a couple 100,000 Twitter accounts. Followings, a couple guys with 30K, some 15K accounts and stuff. So it was a bit of a marketing push, but it's funny, man. And right now, this is kind of the thing. You look at the meta, you make something funny out of it, you can make some money, you know. So I think it's having its like second real crash so far. Really, I mean, it's not even, you can't even call it a crash. It's like literally we're on the 15-minute chart here or the 1 hour chart, but interesting. As long as like it keeps getting hyped up and they keep dropping more videos and stuff like this. And if it actually kind of works, as an example, not bad. I seen it at 1 million. Sure, there you go, bro. Damn, hope you got in. But are you saying it's a lock? Well, look, so if they end up keeping the marketing and it's still really, it's only 4 days old, it could keep running for a little bit and stuff like that. But you know, it's always that 11, 22 million is kind of where they lose a lot of steam, basically. On these coins and stuff like that. So that's kind of like, just be careful, basically. Now, if the platform kind of works and actually it kind of works like because Spooky Swip's got a perp dex as well. If it kind of works, then at least it's sort of like, well, this is a big joke thing, but shit, it actually does kind of work. So you actually could leverage trade. Holy shit. Then there is some fundamentals and it'll probably end up sustaining a decent market cap, basically. Like it can end up chilling at like 30 million, 40 million, kind of like Ponke or Frog in a way. Kind of like that, because that seems to be, I don't want to call it the graveyard, but like that's sort of like purgatory until like Solana cracks above, you know, all-time high. You know, like once we hit like 330, then there's a big rotation into stuff that hasn't pumped yet, basically.
Nice.
Yeah. Fallout, he's right. Andre definitely needs to get Flying Tulip out quick since the meta. Yeah, he's a little behind. Even though they're doing a very interesting sort of type of raise on it, they need to hurry up and go now. Like now, they got like less than 2 weeks. They need to go.
Who's the where's the list of investors on that? I'm kind of curious who's all in on that early.
Yeah, I'll show it to you right now. 1 second. While we wait.
Yeah, the other.
What am I?
No. Go ahead.
What am I gonna do? I'm Hitler's top guy. Adolf Hitler chose me to lead the revolution. Oh. Adolf Hitler needs me? Okay. I'll do it. I'm going to bat for you, Hitler. I got your back, Hitler.
On the date with the Jewish girl. Yeah, so this is some of the original, leading investors. So go Coin Fund, DWF Labs, Falconex, Hypersphere, Digital. I recognize a couple of these, but not all of them, actually.
Yeah,
like Coin Fund. I recognize Coin Fund, Hypersphere, DWF Labs. I'm going to have to look into some of these other ones and stuff, actually.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. How the hell do you pronounce Susquehanna crypto? Like, that's the weirdest name I've ever seen.
Susquehanna crypto, Charlie. Come on.
Right? Just rolls right off the tongue.
Right off the tongue. I was like, all right, y'all better be some Native American Indian bros. I mean, this is like, that's a lot right there. I mean, yeah, wow, you know.
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't really.
I actually thought that was Tiger Capital for a second, but it's somebody else and stuff. But and more and stuff like that. And there's some more. Some of this stuff's kind of coming out still, but
yeah, each of those to get on that list, like labeled on there, probably were the top investors.
Yeah. Let me see if I have any more of the other stuff on it.
Yeah, the other thing I was going to say before that meme was if you're looking at Ethereum's price, like because Bitcoin, we were saying the 50-day moving average, let's hold that going into the end of the week and we're good. For Ethereum, basically the opportunity is as long as it's under $4,400, you're pretty much cheap in the market right now. So I think some people, you know, they're like, oh, I didn't buy the exact bottom. What should I do now? You know, and they're like, you know, kind of sitting on their hands and stuff, but like understanding that no, like current prices are still really cheap and probably most of the market will not really recognize that we're coming out of this dip until we're past like $120,000 Bitcoin, you know, $4,800 Ethereum, stuff like that.
Right. Let me download these real quick. Let's see what she says.
The other thing was we'll bring up the Jim Cramer tweet once at some point here too. Did you see that one?
No, I have not, man. I hardly believe any of them, really. Like anyone.
No, it's a legit one on his account right now.
Okay, let's see.
I can send it to you if you want.
All right, let's see. Jim Cramer, the cattle, oil down. Buy crypto? Fuck.
That reaction.
Our national debt, buy crypto? Fuck. I have not seen a more bearish tweet than like.
The funny thing is he's actually timing it right for regaining of support. So, just, you know, bro. But Ben Cohen did a reply tweet to this that I was just like, bro, I'm starting to get Bitcoin maxi fatigue, to be honest.
Yeah, that's actually we're getting, you know. Well, Twitter had what they called they were like Twitter. I guess I don't know what race is. I guess it's not MAGA Twitter. I guess it's like kind of a. I don't know, but yeah, we're like I think all of crypto Twitter is getting and all the crypto is getting fucking Bitcoin fatigue already. It's getting old now.
Yeah, he literally said on his tweet, he was replying to Jim Cramer. He says he said crypto, not Bitcoin. We might just be okay and just in time for Bitcoin dominance to go back up. And I'm like, bruh, like I don't know. It's retarded that Bitcoin maxis are like, you know, Bitcoin, not crypto, and you know.
Look at Sailor. I mean, Sailor's right there saying buy Bitcoin. Like, dog, shut up.
Well, I mean, that's fine. Like, Sailor's fine with that. Like, I'm fine with Sailor. But when the Bitcoin maxis are like, well, fuck everybody else in crypto, right? Even because like everybody else in crypto is going to be buying Bitcoin too. Like, they act like people in cryptocurrency are not Bitcoin enthusiasts either, right?
No, exactly. They think we're just like we're just maxis of being like anti-Bitcoin or some shit like that, which is insane. Right. But it does but also here's the thing too is like I mean. This is true. It's like a lot of Bitcoin only investors have atrophied their investing muscles. Like in terms of, now I'm not saying the ability to like DCA and do all kinds of degenerate shit, but like guys who are like Bitcoin only and only if they didn't have Bitcoin, they'd be probably not doing that well, like in terms of like investment because they're so out of the loop. Like how can you imagine if Bitcoin just disappeared? All right, it's no longer Bitcoin. How would they survive in this market?
Become Ethereum maxis. No.
I
mean,
a
lot of them would be too slow to pivot because you know they get in their feelings.
This is the right. Bob Lucas with the right here. That's right.
Right response.
Yeah, that's the right response. Like, that's terrible.
I think
Yeah.
Follows under the chat says Bitcoin guys are becoming worse than gold guys. It's pretty good.
That's a hard thing to do. I'm shocked.
That's why Peter Schiff is so comfortable going to Bitcoin conferences now, I think.
Yeah. Well, I guess I got a couple things to show. I mean, let's go into it, man. This is actually a show I was thinking about doing for a long time. I was thinking about doing like a Twitter roundup show where I just find it would be like a Twitter only show where I just basically go over and just what's happened on Twitter, ridiculous, funny shit, and to like just ridiculous tweets. So that might be end up like being like a show I end up doing, but this is kind of what it is like. So I don't know, like this is a big thing on Twitter right now, and even crypto Twitter talking about this, about Bad Bunny being like the 2026 like Super Bowl mid show.
Like a bunch of people are pissed, right?
Yeah, I mean this guy. Look,
I don't think I've heard
he
one
has
of
some
his
good
songs.
songs. Oh yeah, yeah. You probably heard one. You probably heard one, but you don't recognize it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just like
he has like a Monaco song that's pretty big. It's a good song too. It's like you probably heard a song that's like you probably heard it in clubs and shit, but it's just like you would recognize it if you heard it, but you wouldn't like.
Right.
Does he have some good songs? Yes. But like, so I can't believe I got so I had one of my Instagram reels go viral and even got like kind of like someone like a bunch of channels copied it and then started reposting it all over like Mexican YouTube and Twitter and Instagram about me talking about the Mexican president, right? And like nothing that I said was wrong other than like basically I misspoke by accident and like there was like a ton of assassinations. I meant there was a bunch of political assassinations all throughout like all levels of voting. From not just the president, but down to like mayors, down to like basically their version of senators and stuff. There's a bunch of assassinations, right? As well as like aides and people who were with them. So if imagine they killed a senator of a state, bam, there's people in the car that also died too. You know, things like that. But what I said was right. Is like in a country that's 99.9% Catholic, a Jewish lady was voted into power. You know, that's what I'm saying. So in a country
shaking hands with Larry fucking Fink.
Yeah, it's Larry. And that's it. And then I love it too. You know, shout out to my Instagram guy. You know, he found all the pictures and stuff because I said like the first person she meets as the president of Mexico, Larry Fink from BlackRock, shaking hands. And then I even said, you know, as we have also on this reel, I've got a picture of her. Like she used to be way whiter. Then she started going in the sun to brown herself up so she looks more Mexican. Yeah, she did. Yeah. Oh yeah. She was pale as a ghost. And then she started like just being in the sun all day, no sunblock, just trying to burn her skin brown. And then she starts like going to Mexican villages, dancing with the Mexican villagers and stuff. Yes. And it's in the videos too. Everything I said true. And then so just to explain this, right? Is that the country of Mexico and Mexican Americans are extremely, like I would say, extremely conservative in terms of like we're very anti-lesbian and gay, basically. Not the means like not in a way like kill them or anything crazy like that, but just like like it's just like kind of like it's so like this being the biggest Latin artist in the world. I mean, he's it's kind of like crazy to us. I mean, we look at this as this is fucking insane.
Yeah, I think I read a tweet somewhere today that said like he's like the first. I don't know if it's Mexican or Latino that's like the sole headliner to a Super Bowl or something like that. Because I mean Prince, he's Puerto Rican, I believe. Yeah, so I don't know how they framed it, but they're basically just trying to get woke point.
Look at this.
I've seen some of those pictures.
Sneako drip. I mean, like Jesus Christ,
wow. Dude. I'm just like, bro, all right, chill the fuck out. Like, God damn.
I mean, it's bad. It's horrible, right? And then on the other side, you got Pudgy Penguins doing it right, basically. They're doing it in Singapore, right? Pudgy Penguin. This is actually how you do it right, not a dude dancing on stage looking like an idiot for life, whatever, right? Yeah. But that's how you do it in Singapore and shit. That's how you do it right, But hey, what you gonna do?
But hey, the media is gonna media.
Oh, I've got a worser one, bro. Oh no, I just found it.
See, it's just like What you're gonna by the time we get to the Super Bowl, we're gonna have Bad Bunny fatigue. We're gonna have Bitcoin maxi fatigue. Like,
yeah, it's like there's no way this dude's doing it. Like, I mean, he's like, you have to do this. We're gonna keep you on top, and you know,
what was that guy? What was that guy's name who did the song like Country Road, and he had Billy Ray Cyrus?
Little Nas X.
That guy, like that song was actually pretty decent, right?
Yeah,
and like the video was fun, and like, you know, Billy Ray Cyrus, you know, added some kind of like country twang to it and stuff. I'm like, okay, that was good. About 1 or 2 years later after that, dude's freaking
the next song, his next big song, he went
like
straight
stripping on the devil in fucking hell. And then the next video, I think he had he was like dropping the soap in prison and having fun, dude. I'm just like, what in the hell happened to that guy? Like, he just got
there's interviews
banged by Hollywood execs or something. Like,
yeah, I mean, basically,
God,
he sold out in order to get more famous. I mean, what other excuses are like? I mean,
exactly. It's crazy.
Literally, there's people that went to high school with him says, "Oh, he was straight, absolutely straight. He wasn't gay at all," and shit. And then
insanity, right? I'm just like, I mean, obviously, they have an agenda with that for control of, that guy in particular. But like, it's just like, I don't know, it's just wild to me. I'm just like, I don't know, it's just getting pushed so hard down people's throats and stuff like that. It's just like, come on,
Oh yeah, he was selling shoes with blood in it too. He had shoes with blood. Yeah, just craziness. And then this is
actual blood.
Yes, I think his blood or someone's blood, basically. God. Yeah.
Like, I went to a Catholic high school, but I'm Christian, technically speaking, but like, not like practicing, like going to church every Sunday or anything like that. And even for somebody who's like, okay, you believe in there's like an afterlife and stuff like that, but you're not like super religious or whatever. Like, even for me, I'm just like, cut that shit the fuck out. Like, that's freaking insanity, right?
We're having a population crisis. We're having a population crisis. How is it possible that there's not enough kids being born today? Like,
I wonder why.
And so drop the soap fucking memes and shit. I mean, and then here's how they rebuttal you back, right? Let's just say he like, if you met Bad Bunny as an example, right? And you met him or some shit, he's like, well, shut the fuck up, dude. I fuck hotter bitches than you and shit. I do all this shit. Well, bro, but like, not on the fucking gram. On the gram, you fucking spreading your asshole open and shit. Like, what are you like? Sure, like, it's sort of like, hey, we're gonna make you look like a total like fag online, but yeah, you get to be straight and have everything you want in the background. But like, and it's sort of like that's that sort of like weird like thing that they're doing it basically, because there's dummy, like, kids are impressionable and stupid. Like, we're in our 30s, right? Like, a male past 26 is basically, I mean, it's truly, he's an adult at 26. Frontal cortex has completely fully grown. Not on some people, but I'm 99% of people.
It's like, what do you call it? By that point, they're doomed. It's like they're either going to be somebody or not.
Yeah. And look, Clarence. But I mean, I can keep going on this and stuff. Like, I don't know, like, if you're gay or queer or whatever. Like,
I mean, I have plenty of gay friends, family friends, friends that I have met over time and stuff like that are fine with that. But like, they're not like flamboyant and like forcing everybody else to like, wave a rainbow flag or anything like that. It's like normal people. You know what I mean? Like, it's just wild to me. It's like, just wild, but it's so crazy,
Yeah, I'll tell you something my cousin told me. Like, I have a gay cousin, right? He told me, right, because he's not a bottom or whatever the fuck that, whatever that's okay, different levels of hell, right? But like, he's not a bottom or nothing, right? But he told me.
Well, they say that. I don't.
They say, yeah, you're right. I'm not going to do a study.
I don't know about that.
But what he told me was like there's also like the gay community is starting to have like bottom fatigue a little bit in the gay community, because there's too many gay dudes trying to be a chick. There's barely any fucking like manly gay guys, or basically kind of like I'm the man in the relationship sort of shit, where like it's to the point where like he's like fucking like 4 out of 5 gay dudes are like gay women basically. Like, they're all basically trying to get taken care of and shit.
Isn't there like those wedding photos of like girls who are trans and guys who are trans that like basically flipped and then married each other? I'm like, it just seems like too much work.
Oh yeah. The gymnastics is insane. The gymnastics is like, all right.
But yeah, so at the end of the day, like, I mean, the one advantage gay guys have is that basically in their relationships they have two breadwinners, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, they can, they don't have to spend money going out on dates. Don't have to pay the majority of everything and all that stuff. So like the few friends that I have that are gay or whatever, like they actually have like a good chunk of money, right? And I'm like, damn, like they could be like power investors to some extent. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
I mean, it's like
the only advantage that I see there.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like from what they've told, they told me and stuff like that. It's just basically they just get. I mean, like there's like less wasting time on dates and shit. I mean, you are going on dates, but like they're just straight fucking basically, and then having a good time.
Guys,
and
guys are more to the point, yeah.
The point, yeah, and stuff. For women, oh my god, Jesus, like I lesbians deserve that hell. Two women. Oh no.
Well, you know what the what do you call it? Kanji is for like noisy in Japanese.
Yeah.
It's like just three the kanji of three women.
Is noisy women, or is it noisy?
No, it's just the kanji for woman is, and then there's three of them in like a pyramid shape.
Nice.
Like once you get three of them together,
Yeah. What like a bundle of sticks, like stick. Anyway, I won't go into this anymore. But it's it's yeah. Who knew? I mean, who knew we'd be learning about gay relationships and crypto at the same time? I mean, who needs sex when crypto fucks you this hard? Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, lesbians have the highest domestic violence cases, also the highest rate of divorce out of any. So if there's straight, gay, and lesbian relationships have the highest level of divorce out of all of them. Gay have the lowest, and straight's basically the average, basically. Insane. But yeah, so obviously, this is Ask Me Anything. If you have any super chats and stuff like that, we'll answer it in a bit as we're going through, because I still have a couple other things to show you guys on the whole Twitter side. But hey, look at this right here. For people who can't read it, next pump sponsored by FTX. I think this is wrong right here. Over $5 billion to be repaid to creditors. It's basically like $1.6 billion that's going to be given to creditors over this weekend in stable coins. So we have some money coming into people's hands. That's pretty nice. There's going to be other money that's going to be given back to creditors and stuff like that. But please remember, I believe 40% of the money was so during this entire thing. There's some people who said there were lawyers that knew the case that basically bought people's claims for like pennies on the dollar. Hey, I know FTX owes you $1 million. I'll give you 80 grand. Just give me the 80 grand. Fuck it. All right, done. And so about like 40% of the claims are owned by like a couple individuals. Just FYI. And some people like me who don't bother reading the mail, you would still have their claims. I don't have a claim, just FYI, but just like there's people just that are owed money still. So some of the stablecoin money is going to hit the market, so that's good. So there's a little bit more of a news now. Obviously, it's not going to move the markets much because it takes a while for the money to clear and all this other stuff. But these were already crypto illiterate people in the markets in here, so hopefully they're either going to put it in their pocket or they're going to put it back in the market. So hopefully they buy Solana or Ethereum or Bitcoin with it. So very good. When will they fully pay them out? I thought the payout happened, or there's going to be multiple basically. Yeah. Part of the thing that's the cool thing about it is they're holding on to a lot of altcoins. So like they held a lot of Solana, and Solana has done very well this cycle. And guess what? ETF for Solana coming through very soon. So Solana's going to do even better. So like there'll be more money to distribute. Beautiful.
It'll be a staked. There'll be a staked ETF for that as well. So Wall Street can earn yield on Solana, which they love.
Yeah. I mean that's the big news right there as well. On that, I'm trying to find where is it. Yeah. So this was the news that just made me cackle today. So yesterday's stream I had mentioned. Oh, was it Charlie's stream? I mean, it may have been Charlie's or my stream.
We've been streaming so much, bro. Like I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Yeah, I don't even know it. But basically, it had announced that Swift has chosen Lena by Joseph Lubin, Joe the Blow Lubin, from Consensus to basically handle they called it messaging on chain, which is just messaging, which was like it, and then all the XRP guys were like, well, it's just their on-chain messaging. It's not really, they're not facilitating transactions. Well, today, Swift has decided to work with Consensus Blockchain on a prototype for cross-border payments. That's my face right now at the XRP guys right now.
That was him before crypto. No.
That was him before crypto, yeah, right. But yikes. So, right, I mean, no, I'm not saying XRP ain't gonna pump, but like XRP's lost, like it's starting to lose some ground in terms of like they got competition. And you thought Swift was gonna allow themselves to be usurped, you know, without a fight. It wasn't like this isn't like a blockbuster Hollywood video into Netflix, sort of like missing the whole like the whole Redbox and Netflix sort of debacle. This is basically we're just upgrading the stuff that exists already into the next level, but it's the same stuff. It's still the same it's still the same type of work, right? You're gonna make some. I've got some copy. I got some comments on some of these retweets I've done where like I got some copy and people like coming at me a little bit.
Well, Ripple Max is going to. They hear like one negative thing out your mouth about Ripple, and they're like, "This guy hates Ripple," and it's like, you know.
Yeah, but I mean this is kind of like shown that like yeah, Swift's fighting back. We've also heard like I think the real nail in the coffin for Swift. I mean for XRP was, I mean we can't say sources or nothing, but like XRP was being strung along for a while because they were going to work with Swift and said, fuck it, we're going to build a Swift system as a competitor for Asia between China, Japan, not the Netherlands, I'm sorry, Korea, and basically all the major nations there. And I'm pretty sure Swift got very angry at that. Oh, that's what you're doing. Got it.
Yeah, it's interesting, like a love-hate relationship with Wall Street and Ripple because
right.
Wall Street's been like, yeah, right, Ripple, you're not going to come eat our lunch, right? But at the same time, Wall Street's been so aware of Ripple that they're like they're going to buy up the ETF, you know, a decent chunk. So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of funny to me that it's like they love to hate Ripple essentially, but then they buy it.
Yeah. I don't want Ripple people to lose. I don't want the people. I want Ripple to lose share, yes, and XRP. But I want the investors to like be able to get their capital out and just move on to something else at some point because like, but like we have some more information right here. So we have Swift's $3 billion pilot migrating 11,000 banks onto Lena. Starts in quarter 4 of 2025. They will process 5 trillion daily and pick consensus L2 over every other blockchain. Lena trades at a 1.6. This part right here is kind of like trying to push it a little bit.
Linnea right now, I think it's still like 2 cents. Like it's actually down 7% today. It's 2.5 cents. I
was hoping for this news to come out during the crypto where we're in the middle of the classes, but like this is a blockchain me and Charlie were going to talk about during the course. Course,
price wise, like it basically came out at 3.5 cents. It's at 2.5 right now. It went down to almost 2 flat. It's just kind of like nice in the middle ground, like of all of its price action so far. So I mean that's a lot of money coming to that L2.
And Consensus is going public next year. Look at that. Interesting.
Yeah, MetaMask is getting a token, basically guaranteed.
And a stablecoin.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're doing it. Are they doing a debit or credit card? I think they did, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So they got a debit and credit card. They just got a stablecoin. MetaMask is about to get a token. And now Lena, which is part of Consensus and stuff, is also, basically not working with Swift, and they're about to go public. Oh,
nothing to see here. No.
Nothing to see here. Interesting. That's going to be an interesting company to maybe buy in the bear market as a stock. Like I might actually own some stocks, but I might actually 27. Yeah, I might buy a couple of them, like maybe Fundstrat or something like, or Granny Shots, or there's a couple other. They could have chose. I mean, I understand the name. Like you know where Granny Shots come from. You know what a Granny Shot is, right?
Yeah, it's basically just what do you call it? Like a pretty easy investment that anybody can do, and it kind of goes up like steadily or something like that, right?
Yeah. It's basically, it comes from basketball where it's basically so everyone throws the free point, like the free court throw shot last, right? Boom, you get a penalty like that, right? Well, the best way to actually throw it is actually underhanded, it's called a granny shot. So you throw it like this, but it looks super lame when you do it. So nobody does it. So No. Like, I think there was literally one guy. It was a white dude, of course, back in the day. I think it was like 80s and 70s. He did it. He like almost missed no free throws ever, basically. But no one will do it because
Shaq should have taken that on because
Shaq should have done it. He's like, I know it's like a grandma, but like I can't be missing shots. All right, it is what it is. Who's gonna tell Big Mac like? But that's what it is, and that's the best way to throw a free throw, but it just looks lame.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck it, man. You got to put points on the board, man. It is what it is. But so everyone throws like this. Yeah. Can you imagine if someone actually was able in the game to just throw underhanded they just like underhanded like on all their shots and making it? That'd be so funny on a professional game. Just like
the other shot that what do you call it? Dr. J, was famous for and stuff like that is the hook shot,
Mm-hmm.
And I think
that was cool looking. That looks so cool. That was so cool. You can almost pretend to keep going forward.
It's funny because like basketball players will be like, oh, that's so lame and stuff like that. But the couple guys professionally that are Hall of Famers that did that really, really well. Like it's hard to block because it's so far away from where somebody's hand could be to block your shot. But because like it's kind of been viewed as like lame since like the late 90s, I would say, you don't have anybody in the NBA who's good at that anymore. I think Dr. J tried to
teach it.
What do you call it?
Yeah.
He tried to teach a few people, but like nobody was really taking him up on it. I'm like, that's kind of crazy to me,
If Dr. J wouldn't teach me anything, I'm like, Miguel, I'm gonna show you how to play blackjack. All right, let's go, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Miguel, I'm gonna show you how to ice skate. All right, let's go. Lace him up. Let's go.
Yeah, I think Larry Bird did that in some way, and Wyan Crypto says Dirk Nowitzki did that. I don't remember him doing that too much, but maybe he did. Maybe he got good at that too. But
you just come with some Harlem Globetrotter level like skills and shit. Like, oh, that'd be so cool to watch if he's someone actually good. He's doing granny shots, hook shots. He's doing all these fucking crazy acrobatic shit. You tell me that wouldn't be interesting to watch a player like that? You're just like, geez, look at this dude.
The Harlem Globetrotters are entertaining as hell.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's so. Now, obviously, look. Also, I take this with a bit of a grain of salt. I take this with a little bit of a grain of salt because how many times have we heard this shit from like XRP too as well? Swift is we've migrated over 14,000 banks into XRP's ledger and and ledgers. Like I will personally never use ledger, and if me and Charlie ever do a project or do anything, you'll never even see the word ledger anywhere unless I legally have to do it. But because like that's just lame. But that's the sort of thing. Like this is it's nice to hear. I hope it does happen. But like at the same time, like these guys lie all the time. I'm not saying Leanna does or whatever. But I'm saying Swift and these banks, maybe they are promising XRP this shit and it doesn't do anything. So we just have to like take that with a little grain of salt.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it. Yeah, right now the whole Sonic team's just busy over there in Singapore right now, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, right now the big beef right now. So obviously everyone knows Hyperliquid Aster, Binance versus the fucking the Ethereum Foundation's like basically ninjas and shit, and like and then of course we got Flying Tulip with his eyes closed, and like say I'll launch one of these days. What's the base protocol one? I keep forgetting the name of it.
Avantis.
Oh wait, now I remember. Yeah, we talked about this because I kept saying it sounded like a growth hormone.
Oh
yeah. But Avantis and stuff, which might be a decent play because if Ethereum goes up, that'll also go up. But then I'm also thinking, okay, so obviously that's Coinbase's team and stuff. Like the Ethereum Foundation's good. I mean, can't directly attack them, but like they're like, but in a way too, it's kind of like, they're obviously going to back. They're also going to back Hyperliquid. Guess whose Consensus is backing? Consensus is backing Hyperliquid because they're allowing you to do Hyperliquid perps through MetaMask now directly.
Nobody's going to get wrecked doing that.
A lot of connections. So I'll tell you pros and cons, and I have much more of a breakdown in the crypto mindset course when it comes to this L2. But here's one thing that I'm a little hesitant on. It's a fucking L2.
Yeah.
We've had very bad experiences with L2s. Now, L2s would have performed okay if Ethereum ran, so we are heading into a part where Ethereum's going to be stronger. There's much better market cap to inflow ratios to Ethereum now than Bitcoin is right now.
Yeah, like the only L2 that's really had a lot of pull has been Base, basically.
Yeah.
And not like as a native token, but just as like the action on chain.
Exactly. And then, but also, you know, I think I talked about this. Like I talked about Gainsey talking about this, and I talked about this about Base Protocol, basically like kind of basically fucking up from not launching a token and being like very irresponsible. If I find out, I'll play it. But like, it is. I do agree with Gainsey in a because I came to the same conclusion too. Like, it's one of the reasons I never was that big. I had some tokens on Base, just like not Brett, but what's it called? Wow, I'm blanking on the name. The fucking Solidity Dex. I don't know why I'm blanking on it right now.
I can't remember the name right off the top of my head.
Aerodrome.
Oh,
sorry.
Aerodrome.
Yeah. Aerodrome.
When you said Solidity, that threw me for a loop. I was like, oh yeah.
There's nothing else to buy unless you got in early on Brett. I think Brett will do okay. Yeah, but the thing is too, it's also like there's a cabal with it as well. But like let's be for real. Every coin's a cabal. Every coin's a cabal. Every coin is. If you look at the top holders, it's just a couple of 100 people, 20 people that really hold all the supply. You know that, but yeah. So I'll see if I can find this real quick. Charlie, you want to show the daily close real quick?
Sure. Yeah.
That's actually a really I find this stuff on Base, but I do like Base. Base will be coming with a token, but part of it is also like why is Base launching it now? It should have launched it like can you imagine? All right, when did Base really go fully live? Like what 23, 24, right?
23. Yeah. I think my theory on it is that the reason why Base is like, hey, okay, we're coming out with a token now is simply because Coinbase knew that they needed to go towards the DEX and L2 narrative eventually. I think even CZ has said this on a few interviews, saying that, you know, centralized exchanges are not the future. It's the DEXs that will be, you know, dominant and stuff like that. So they kind of are like, okay, we need one foot in that direction, but we're not going to go fully in that direction from the start, mainly because of regulations at the time. You know, we're still under the Biden administration. You had Choke Point 2.0 basically being leveraged against the entire crypto industry. So I think it was their, risk team just being like, okay, what's the safest way we can do this and not have, too much negative exposure? That's what I would guess it was the reason, but there could be other reasons. I think the guy who really is the front runner of Base, basically, I forgot his name, but he's like he's the head of Base over at Coinbase and stuff like that. It was like the few interviews I've heard with him, it seems like it was like his idea. He wanted to run with it, and like they were like, okay, sure, go try it and see if it's successful. And if it is successful, we'll pour more money into it. And then he's had like a lot of success with it. That's what it seems like. But there may be some, more nuance to that.
So I have so I'll just play the video now. I just found it. Damn, it took me forever. So I have the video. I'm gonna show it. I pretty much agree with him like 100% down. Because I've been saying over the years the same thing about like where's the fucking token? Why isn't there a token? And then eventually they started bleeding out like we might do a token that's just actually a 1/10 representation of the stock. Okay, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe there's a plan here. Maybe like we can add a buy and burn or something like that. And then that can actually take shares off. So it would increase the token price and it would actually lower the shares for the real company in the stock market. So it's kind of you need a synergy between like the stock and the crypto world and the coin for it to have value, right? It's like, one good thing is that we have consistent buybacks that are happening on our actual stock, our common stock. Stuff like that. So when our DEX infrastructure and our volume is high on Base Protocol, we're actually making every shareholder's stock worth more and more and more. Oh, that's good. That's actually something that's decent. So then now the shareholders care about Base Protocol, and now the incentives are aligned. Basically, right. When incentives aren't aligned, you can have the more powerful entity.
Yep.
And then these people, which is the people who have all their money on chain on Base, could just die basically. So I'll play this video real quick. I think it's a really important one.
I looked at
Satoshi.
Bro, I haven't looked on any fucking meme for Base. I don't like Base. I literally think Base is it's a failed L2. how the fuck Coinbase fumbled base, I have no idea. Coinbase is literally everyone's entry into crypto. Everyone onboards through Coinbase. Now imagine being the top entry. You have nothing to, like, you get everyone. Your custodied money is at the peak. Everyone goes through you. How hard is it to make your fucking site such that everybody logs into Coinbase and then there's like literally a button that says migrate to Basecoin, and then there's just a list of fucking Basecoin tokens to buy, and they all appreciate because everybody in America buys through Base or buys through Coinbase, goes on Base, migrates there immediately. The first L2 you should ever see if your first point of entry was Coinbase is Base. But it isn't. Like literally you go into Coinbase and then you end up on either Ethereum or Solana or anything other than Base. And then it's like, how badly did Brian Armstrong fumble that shit? Nobody, and now Base has no traction and nobody even wants to be on Base. He could probably fix it in a day or two if he wasn't such a fucking idiot. Literally just change the Coinbase UI to get everybody new coming in through Base. It won't work as well right now. Like before, actually, I think Pump Fund even made an update. You can use Apple Pay on Pump Fund, so you don't have to onboard through Coinbase anymore. Coinbase used to have a monopoly on it. They've slowly lost their monopoly, and the more they've lost it, the worse it's gotten. So they should have done this 2 years ago. At peak froth, or at peak interest, peak speculation, we'll call it, at the first point where Base was created, there were several fuck-ups. One fuck-up was Brian thinking Base was going to be so good they didn't need a token. That's just pure hubris. This idea of Base is going to provide value, they don't need a token. Pump Fund was good enough that Pump Fund didn't need a token. They didn't need to make a lot of...
Yeah, like if you want people to get interested in your L1, it needs to actually have a token basically, or something that can make the guys who supported in the beginning get rich, or at least make a decent amount of money and stuff like that.
People rich. They're just fucking smart, and Brian Armstrong is stupid. It's that simple. The extent of Base's fuck up is, first you have their hubris. They don't get a fucking token. They don't want to make anyone rich. These fucking retards thought we were going to use their L2 and we were going to do it for free because they're Coinbase related. Bro, Coinbase's stock has gone so low in terms of crypto, it's not even funny. If Coinbase is the VC in a coin, I don't give a fuck about the coin. It's not like Paradigm leading it. It's not like Dragonfly leading it. Coinbase isn't S tier anyway. Whatever they back, I don't give a fuck about. They've shown us that they can't fucking market. They can't market for shit. They can throw money at something cool. So can an angel investor. Anybody can write a check. They can't fucking market. So they never get a fucking token. They never even market Base well. They never even make it such that you go onto Coinbase and you immediately move your money to Base. You don't even move to their L2. The coins on their L2 don't even do well. They don't even get traction. And Jesse, I'm sure he tried as hard as he could, but for whatever reasons, he couldn't make it work. So the face of your L2 isn't even doing well either. L's all around, and now Coinbase is only surviving because it's the safest place to custody your money. Is it even though? There were all the fucking Coinbase hacks. Like, somehow everybody's getting Coinbase texts. Like, I can't really be bearish on Coinbase because it has the most IP and recognition. Like, if anybody mentions Coinbase, you know exactly what the fuck it is. But the extent of their fumble is just, it can only be considered legendary. They've fucked everything up. I'm not bullish on it. I'm not bullish on Brian. I'm not bullish on Jesse. I'm not bullish on Base. I might be bullish on Coinbase, the stock, depending on how the market's doing, and that's going to be the extent of it. I'm not bullish on any coin on Base. Brian doesn't commit crime, which is, it's a good thing. It's a safe thing. But bro, if you don't commit crime, none of your coins.
Yeah. And then it's also too, like, in our industry as well, like, it's really weird. We're like literally the most like libertarian laissez-faire, like freedom of money. And then a big part of crypto is like super communistic, gay, and hates commerce. And if you sell anything, you're a loser or a faggot or a bad person. How dare you sell? How dare you try to sell a coin? How dare you how dare you do a raise? How dare you sell a course? How dare you teach anything? How dare you, like, everything should be for free. And it's, it's super stupid, basically. Right. And also, how dare you use company monies to buy the stock up, or that's stock buybacks. Like, how dare you use treasury funds to buy the coin? Well, dude, that's a stock buyback. And like, you could just tell the financial literacy and the stupidity of, like, it's almost childlike wonder of, like, most people in crypto. It's very dumb. They're very, very stupid. I mean, we see it sometimes when we go on shows, and, it's like, if somebody has the information or the knowledge to teach me something that I want to learn, and they'll literally put me up like 6 months or a year, or at the very least get me to the point where, like, I think I know where I can look for the information I need. I'll pay for it, get it done, because speed kills, right? But, people don't get that, and it's a detriment.
I think everybody is kind of that like college age mentality, 18 to 22, being like money is evil and what do you call it? Sales is evil. Like why, trying to convince somebody to spend their money on something is evil. And like, it's like, no, that's pretty much how shit gets done in this world.
Yeah, I mean that's how it's good. Like it's like we're like literally look the U.S. system is so good that even communist countries get to use a bastardized form of it, basically.
Oh yeah, because they know their system won't work.
Communism failed. Communism only works in very small groups. The larger you get out, it's I wish I could bet you I can find the quote one day, but it's like I'm communist with my family. I'm Republican. I'm Republican, or like I'm like I forgot how it goes, but it's like I'm communist with my friends and my family, with my neighborhood. I don't know, laissez-faire, this and that. And then as you go higher and higher, you have to then you then have to get into a certain point, basically, right? Where like you can have those things where like, yes, my family comes over, of course I always have a meal for them, I'll help them out, this is like I help my friends out, that's what you're supposed to do, because you know people and enough to trust them in reciprocity, where like if I help you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. But then you can't do that with randos because they don't follow the rules. Like, hey, I spent all day getting water for the tribe and shit, and then like half the tribe isn't doing shit. Well, fuck you guys, I'm not doing this anymore. Or like me and the guys just got back from hunting and shit, and then you guys, there's no food and nothing. There's like, you guys didn't do anything, and then you guys aren't helping us, and then you want all the food for free. Like
that's like when your wife says, like, oh, cook something yourself. I'm too tired to cook, and it's like, what? Like
Instagram is filled with shit of like women. He's like, I'm starting to understand men now, because today I worked 14 hours. I came home and there wasn't any fucking food on the table. I'm pissed. Yep. I mean, yeah, it's like, what the fuck, and it's like, that's what we're talking about, and this, I mean, look, communism in a way, and like, I think like in the low, like it touches upon every kind of emotion that you kind of want to be, but we're not in a perfect world. And the thing is you don't know everybody's their own snowflake in a way, right? So you don't know where they're at in their destiny, right? Or in their path in life right now, and then you can get taken advantage of, and that's what happens. And then also, every time that communism gets put up, it fails. But then there's another dude that's like, well, their communism failed because they did it wrong. I know how to do it right, and then it always fails every single fucking time.
It's wrong. Incentives basically affect how people work together in large groups, and if there's no incentive for anybody, right, to do anything, then people are going to basically just not do shit, and then everything stagnates basically, and the people at the top, they're like, how can we take all of this and basically control all these peons, because they don't deserve it, right? Like that's what it ends up being, because human nature, like you said, gets pissed off, and then what do you call it, entitled to stuff basically from that type of system.
Yeah, 2/3 of the world work for their money. That means like their time equals dollars, and then that's why it costs them. It hurts them so much to buy things, and then other people, they make money with their money. So when me and Charlie try to teach you guys is how to be a part of the capital class, how to basically create savings, invest in asset classes that actually go up, and basically try to have a safe portfolio, more or less, but also at the same time, also it's sort of like we're almost doing like a whole like sort of like two-face, where you need to have like a very, I would say like 70% of your face needs to be kind of safer, and the other 30% needs to be degenerate, and you need to learn how to, it's like there's two wolves inside you, a good one and an evil one. You need to be able to use both. Yeah. But let me finish the video.
Let's go up because you're not even fucking buying them. How do you expect the rest of us to do it? At the end of the day, we're all investors. We don't really give a fuck what we're buying as long as we can sell it higher up. If Justin Sun is committing every crime under the sun, but Tron is running, does Tron even have an eco outside of stablecoins? The point of it is Justin Sun does everything he fucking can to make his shit run. If something cool is in the news, he'll try to get it migrated onto that shit. And in the end, we're just trying to make money. So we're more than likely to invest with Justin Sun than we are with Brian. I don't know what the fuck Brian has going for him. Presumably nothing. Didn't Brian buy like a 9-figure house? So Brian's already made his money. Brian's already worth, he's probably already a billionaire. I mean, so is Justin, but Justin has that kind of work ethic. Like Justin doesn't stop working. I don't know what the fuck Brian works on. I'm sure he works on some shit, I don't know that it's meant to get retail rich. I think it might be meant to get Coinbase shareholders wealthy. I'm pretty sure Brian only cares about the Coinbase shareholders. So if they're not impacted by Base, Brian probably doesn't give a fuck about anything else.
Yeah, and that's it right there. That's about sharing and putting in. Let me whoops. There we go. It's about like basically aligning incentives, and then this is why, like, I don't know if I ever get into politics, I'm going to try to basically give like a coin holders bill of rights in a way or something. Like we need a portion of this because we're getting too much. Like we're getting with utility tokens. Like meme coins could be a little softer, obviously, because it's a meme token, of course. But it is a sort of thing where like we need the team be trying to focus to bring back value or basically marketing to try to get the coin to go up in value or at least sustain. Obviously, there's going to be things. Well, if the whole like I don't know, we can create like a litmus test of like, well, if the Bitcoin Ethereum prices crash this much, it's okay for token. Like we need to create some sort of like system there where like not put people in jail, but more of like it just needs to be there where like we have too many lazy founders, and too many teams who just basically like it's okay. Like I don't mind that founders and team members make money. That's good. But they also need to work and use money that they have there to try to make the token holders try to get some of their value back and make money on top of that, basically. But hey,
yeah, the antithesis of liquid loans, I would say.
I mean, they should just return all the money back. They're not doing shit with it anyway. I mean, they're not like.
Well, they're going to conferences pretending like they're not criminals.
Right. That's funny, but yeah,
sad but true.
Yeah, do you want to share your screen and show the charts?
Yeah, sure. I think I have it up there. Just let me know when you can see it.
It is up now. There you go. Cool.
All right. We're at the cool price of 114,493 for Bitcoin. So kind of like I was saying earlier, we're regaining that 50-day moving average, this yellow line right here. And we'd also regained the 111-day moving average. If we turn on the Bollinger Bands, the 20-day moving average is right where price is right now. So if we were bearish and if we were going into a left translated cycle here, what I think we would be seeing instead of a rally through resistance, right? We would yesterday's candle, the last 24 hours here, would have had a wick somewhere in here, and the daily close would have been around the 111 or lower. And then today we'd be rolling down and pressing on the Bollinger Bands again. Like that's what should be happening if we are bearish. So the answer here is that we're not bearish. This is a very, very bullish 2-day move here. The last 48 hours essentially has brought Bitcoin back to, I would say, kind of like fair value-ish, right? We've been at this price of 114,000. Like I would say it's kind of the average price if you look at the highs and the lows since about July. So for the last 3 months, for the entirety of Q3, this is, I would say, pretty stable. And it's kind of like this is where a lot of the, Bitcoin OGs have kind of gotten comfortable with, getting into Bitcoin. I wonder if I have, I do have it right here. The short-term holder realized price. This is where most people have bought and sold. And you can see anytime we're below there in the bull market, it is an opportunity. And let's look at it where we're at now. So that price is literally, a little bit below where we are right now, 111,725. So let's say 112,000 is your short-term holder realized price. So this is where the majority of Bitcoin has been bought and sold over the last 150 days. So, fair value for what people are used to in the short term, I guess is the best way to put that. The next area you could call resistance here would be about 116 to 117. If we kind of pulled that across here, you can see that, ever since we dipped down here on August 18th, every time we come up to that area has been rejected 2 or 3 times. So that's the area that if you get back above there, and that's also where we have the cycle high. The cycle high is in at right now at 117,968. So let's say 118,000. So you regain 118,000 and all of a sudden people will get bullish again. Is pretty much what we see there. If we take a look, the high right now is on day 17 of the cycle. We have not made a new cycle low and we're rallying. Today is day 29. So day 30 is the midpoint of the cycle. And if we do get back above that price, then I would say everything in crypto is going to start having a pretty good run. And that run should last into about day 45, which would be October 16th, if not up to day 55, which would be October 26th. So that middle of October, that third week of October is where you're most likely to get a decent profit taking opportunity. Now, how high are we is the question, right? If we go towards the very, very short term stuff we've been seeing here, we get kind of a move like that. Oopsies. Like we got off the bottom of the cycle. If we get a move like that, then, price will lazily come up back to about 120 and then go into a cycle low. But yeah, I think, something along those lines like that, right? What would that be? Like a high on day 45-ish, right? And then go into a cycle low around day 60, which would be October 31st. And so then you get a reaccumulation prior to November. And that's also, just the cycle low would be just going just after the next rate cuts at the end of October. So that would be my kind of like bearish take on prices only getting back up to 120. We very well could, I think, if you take a look at the strength of the 2 daily candles here, those 2 daily candle moves, maybe you could say the equivalent here was September 10th and 11th. But this is actually like a pretty aggressive move off that low to the upside here. So you could, if you did continue this type of increase on the daily basis, right, you could challenge all-time highs by the end of the 60-day cycle. But the current 60-day cycle, to me, right, is that last accumulation point prior to the breakout here of the altcoin season, right? Once we get your total crypto market cap for the altcoins above about $1.2 trillion, then you're going to see altcoins moving really, really well. And once you get Ethereum above, about $5,200, Bitcoin back above 125, that's where things get juicy. And I think we get a lot of that action in November, but we could start getting a teaser of that here in October. I think what is the average? I think the average upside for Bitcoin in October is about 20%. So if we were to start October here, like we have a couple of days, of course, until October.
Why fed my back, Charlie? Wow.
A 20% move from right now's price. I mean, that's still almost $140,000 Bitcoin. That's 138, which is a number, you've been looking at there for that 2x off the 69K top from last cycle.
Yeah. This is when I put the danger, the danger music. Basically, it's a psychological level of we're officially at a 2x of the 21 top, basically. So
and if we were to get that, let's say here in October, right, we get like a move here towards that, and then we get a crash, into the cycle low or something, there will be a lot of people screaming, that's the top, it's in, 4-year cycle over, exactly on the date. But I think if we do make this type of run here in October, I think it gets continued in November. We are kind of doing a similar move to what we saw last year in September, October. Basically, we were in September, October, most of the coins were being accumulated. Prices were starting to go up real good. Trades were being made, but nothing was like too crazy. But then once we got the election results in, prices like skyrocketed for about a month after that. And I think timing wise, we could have something similar to that where we, aggressively see this type of run here, chill off, and then everybody says it's over. But then, we come back here and actually start going towards, in November, I would say the fair price for Bitcoin would be where the green line is, which give it 2 months from there, be about $175,000 Bitcoin. That would be, I would say, within the end of the year, getting up to about that area would be, I would say, like very possible. So I mean, this is, very good early start to the move. But yeah, I think the bears, we're convinced here that we're gonna break down, and we've rallied since then. So yeah, 2 or 3 more days above that 50-day moving average will be perfect for the bulls. And yesterday on the show I did say if we regained that 50 and this moving average here as well on the RSI, that would also be a good sign. And basically we got everything that we needed for Bitcoin not to crash down into a left translated cycle here. So everything's looking pretty nice. And again, like I said, there's still a few more days and a few more moves that need to happen in order for this to get confirmed as like the next up move. But during this time where everybody's like unsure, are we going to go up? Are we not going to go up? That's the time where you usually get the best buys because the market's just kind of chilling. And we may even come down and test that 50 and 111-day moving average as support. And if we get one red day like that, just testing that area, it's usually a very good area to scoop up some coin because the market is not convinced that this move will last. So in short, buy now. But that's just my humble opinion. But yeah, what are you thinking, DCC?
I think the people in the back couldn't hear you, Charlie. What'd you say?
Buy the fucking dip.
No.
Yes. But any other charts you wanted me to pull up here?
Yeah, I guess let's look at Ethereum a little bit because Ethereum had a nice we obviously I didn't like that Ethereum was under $4,000. I think we've reclaimed it a little bit now finally, but that was go ahead.
Yeah, we'll look at Ethereum. Let's do that, and then I'll give everybody some nobody sauce. So if you're looking at the buy sell signals on nobody here, you have a sell signal. Basically, the sell has been dominant here since that 9-cent area, and it's came down. The buy signals have been ignored. Now, all of this accumulation here is around this buy signal, which basically, if we get a daily close above this previous sell, then that will shift the dominance into this buy signal. So that's what I was saying earlier when I was saying, hey, if we got to close at 57.58 or 5.7 or 5.8 cents in the next 24 hours or the next 21 hours and 36 minutes, then that would be a really good accumulation zone here for nobody and probably start heading back up here towards the previous all-time highs. So yeah, nobody's in a really good spot here. And a lot of the signals on the daily chart here have been pretty accurate. So there's a little free nobody sauce for you guys. But Ethereum, let's go to the weekly. So Ethereum, like I was saying before, it did have this sell signal come in here at $4,400. It's stayed dominant as it came down here and tested that 12 EMA. But if Bitcoin gets 2 or 3 days above that 114 or that 50-day moving average, then Ethereum's probably going to reclaim this on a weekly close either at the end of this week or the beginning of next or into next week, right? So that's why I say anything under 4,400 here for Ethereum is cheap because I don't think Ethereum's going to stay under this price for too long. So, and once it does break that area again, I think that's where it goes to $5,000 for the first time ever and starts, making new all-time highs. And then everybody, at that point, there's a lot of people in crypto, who are basically, listening to the Bitcoin maxis like this who say, oh yeah, Bitcoin dominance going up, no alt season here, crypto sucks, Bitcoin rocks, and that's where they get a little pie on their face once Ethereum starts breaking out here because if we look at the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, yeah, that looks super bearish. I'm obviously joking there, but it's the same thing here. Yeah, it does have a sell signal, but all it needs is one green week getting back above 3.9 on the weekly close there, and then Ethereum breaks out against Bitcoin, and you get a nice, really, really good move there. And you can kind of see here when it was breaking down, it had this area that it was paused at. So that area you would consider short-term resistance, on the crypto to crypto chart. And that's right around that sell signal area. So yeah, you regain that area and you make a new high here on this trend and Ethereum is going to be kicking ass and taking names. Beautiful. So very, very, look at that V-shaped recovery, bro. That is fucking sexy right there.
the bane of Bitcoin's existence right here. They hate this chart.
Exactly right.
And that's actually, I think they're getting a little more saltier is because, like, I mean, now obviously people are still buying a lot of Bitcoin, but like there's a kind of a Wall Street slowdown on buying Bitcoin a little bit now. It's switching over to obviously Ethereum, and eventually as more of these ETFs, some of the purchases are going to go over to some of the altcoins. It's sort of in a way like you think about it. Yeah, like I bought enough Bitcoin already. Cool. There's never enough Bitcoin, Miguel. Right? There's never. I mean, like I just hear Sailor in my head. He's just telling me like,
asset. Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. What's the second best?
What's the second? There is no second best. There is no best second crypto asset. But I mean, Wall Street guys are traders. They're traders, and so they're like, oh, hey, cool, I've DCA'd with good prices, and I'm gonna buy some other value stuff.
Yep. And I mean, yeah, like some people think charting is hard. Some people think doing research on the coins is hard and stuff like that. And yeah, of course, it's a muscle you got to train. You got to get used to it. You got to do stuff to learn it. But I would say, if you take the crypto mindset course, within about 2 to 3 weeks, you'll have the essential skills, the fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and on-chain data basics, at least, to really get a handle on this market. I think there's always a lot of people that not only are the skills to understand crypto hard, but just understanding crypto at all feels like really hard for some people. And so, yeah, we make that easy for you guys. Of course, you have to put in some time, put in some work in the boot camp that is the crypto mindset course. But if you do, you will be rewarded handsomely. And yeah, I see a lot of guys in the chat that have been with us for many, many years who continue to take in our information, not because they're dependent on us and they can't do the analysis themselves. They absolutely can, but they like the research that we do, and they like to take that information and then not trust, but verify. They go and they take the information that they've learned through us, and then they, take some of the information that we have, look at it with a grain of salt and say, okay, Charlie and Miguel, they're up on meme coins. Maybe that's not my thing. And I'm going to focus more on AVAX, or I'm going to focus more on SUI, or whatever L1, floats your boat, right? There's lots of different strategies. You don't, have to just like listen to us and be like, okay, I'm going to do exactly what Charlie and Miguel say, only, all in on nobody here. We give you guys risk management. We give you guys the tools to think independently. And a lot of people in crypto, they don't really show their work. They don't show you guys how they're getting the results that they have done for themselves, because, they're basically greedy on that, and they don't want you to be independent. They want you to be dependent on them forever. And so, yeah, if you want to think independently here in crypto and critically, and also, be coin agnostic, then definitely jump in on the crypto mindset course. We have a few hundred people in here already, more coming. So, yeah, there's not too much time left here before October. So get in or have fun staying poor, as they may say.
Damn right. So I threw in the link for the Take Profits course bundle as well. But yeah, there's somebody asked in the chat. Yeah, you can buy the course, or you can buy the bundle for the Take Profits course as well. We'll be opening the Take Profits course chat within a couple webinars once we're inside of the crypto mindset course. So just in case you got like a fake link anywhere, there's only the crypto mindset link right now in terms of for the chat groups.
And yeah, so get in. This bundle here, since you have to be in the Q4 crypto mindset course to do the Take Profits course, this bundle is the cheapest price you're going to get. It will be $100 more expensive. So instead of $498, it'll be $598 if you wait until the webinars to get in. So FYI.
I hope you didn't go all in on Gala, Josh Hamilton. That would suck. Nor did I ever tell anybody to.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is like there's some people that hear what they want to hear. They don't want to, get rich and build the citadel that they need for foundation over time. They're like, I just want to full port one coin, get rich in like a month, and then G'd out, and it's like, sure, you could try that, but 9 times out of 10, that does not work.
Well, I would like to shake somebody's hand who went full port into Alluvium or into Gala and just ask them why. I mean, if you're a gamer guy and that's all you did, I understand, but like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Did you lift today, Jim? I don't think you did. Jim's asking me if I went to the gym today. I was like, I don't know. Did you, Jimmy?
Oh.
Yes, I did. Sorry. Mostly it's kind of a cardio accessory day today because well, I don't want to say what I got up to last night. Yeah.
Is there any super chats that we want to?
Oh yeah, we got some super chats. Sorry, I was reading the chat. I got that's so. So we got Joshua here with the $10 super chat. Can you explain a little bit more why you're bearish on GameFi and I should trade my MX bag for Sui? Well, it's just okay. So basically, why I just was like, enough's enough. No mas is I'm not saying that GameFi won't have there could be a revival at some point, or
there'll be some projects that have their day right now, and IMX is holding up, but yeah, like what do you call it? Like we said last night, there's a lot of the industry that's hurting from that sandbox.
Yeah, so Sandbox is the largest game. It used to not be the largest, but it always had been either the third or the second largest. Now it's the biggest. Axis is no longer on that top podium. Right? Maybe it is now. But basically what's happened is like Sandbox went under. It got acquired by Animoku Games, basically. It's going to get turned into like an NFT platform, basically. So the brand Sandbox there's still some IP brand value for Sandbox because people recognize it, but it's going to be turned into like Pump.Fun, basically. Version of the big meme coins, and because it went under, they were supplying in money and investments and stuff and revenue for like 30 to 40 companies, and those companies now lost that, and now these companies are in trouble, and a lot of them are going under right now, and that's just causing other companies. So it's contagion effect because Sandbox went down, 30 other companies, I would say out of those 30, 20 of them went under already, and because those 20 went under, they had contracts with other companies. And now they're having financial trouble, and they might go under as well, or they're delaying their games.
And so the contagion is basically can hit a few different projects, and so we're just saying to be safe, right? There's opportunities that are a lot less risky that you can rotate stuff into. IMX, I mean, the chart. I'll pull it up on my end real quick, but we don't need to share it on screen, but like
flood my Gala bag. I still have some Gala, dude. I didn't completely dump. Like I think Gala's got some outside money, but I'm just like, fuck it. I'll just take 50. Here's the thing with Gala, like anything else. Here's what I say with Root and Gala, right? I'm going to make 1 DCA to 2 DCAs. I got my bag, done buying. Literally go back to any of my videos back 3 years ago. I literally said that. Made a purchase, cool. This is the number I want. If it hits it, it's cool. Root, I had much less math to go behind it. I was just like, let me buy here. It's pretty cheap right now. It's an L1. It might do okay. But I'm just like, so I sold all my Root. I kept about 40% of my Gala, and Illuvium I already had divested, but I sold a little bit more more Illuvium, and I'm just moving it into L1s right now. And basically, I might just move that into meme coins actually. But I'm still debating on where to like basically allocate that capital that I've just gathered from GameFi right now.
Yeah, and the IMX chart's not bad at all. Like it has a kind of a double low at about 4 cents that it's coming off of. Right now it's at 7.2, so it's run pretty good here since June actually, and it's trying to break above the 7-8 cent mark that it needs to break out to about $2. So I think IMX could make a move here. But if IMX does a 2 or 3x, sure, that's great, but so can Ethereum, so can Solana, so can Sui, so can pretty much everything else. So like Miguel said, right, you don't have to get out of everything completely, but let's say it's 5% of your portfolio, bring it down to 2% and keep that capital moving. But there's some people who are like, like, why'd you guys even buy GameFi at all? It was doomed from the start. It's like, no. Like there's plenty of opportunity in the space. You don't think that like literally billions of dollars was put into GameFi this cycle and by large corporations and everything like that. Raul Paul, who's been, pretty much one of the biggest advocates for Sui because he's on the executive board, right? He's been bullish on GameFi and the metaverse stuff for a few years now, right? He's not fucking stupid. There's plenty of people who are bullish on that sector. It's just there's sometimes in crypto, especially this cycle, where it's basically been Wall Street and whale focused, and when there's no retail, it's harder to have stuff that's either DeFi centric, that's only DeFi, right? Not made for Wall Street, or stuff that's like gaming, right? Gaming's not really something that Wall Street's all that interested in for the most part. So it does take more retail money. And if the average Joe doesn't really have a lot of savings, then it's going to be harder for those industries to pump versus, something like SUI or Bitcoin or AVAX, that has a lot of Wall Street focus is going to do better. And AVAX, has been plodding along this whole cycle, but is starting to, have some breakout moves and stuff like that. And that's because, they were both GameFi and Wall Street focused, but the winning narrative there has been Wall Street and the ETF that's about to come out. So that's why that's, about to make a move. But, there's not many other chains that were, kind of had that dual threat,
Right. And like you have big channels like Becker. Becker's a smart guy.
Becker was all in on GameFi. Oh yeah.
And he lost a lot of money. He lost a lot of money, but he's still rich and he can pivot. And he didn't at the same time too. He threw a lot. He went heavy in GameFi, but still he had Ethereum bags and he had Solana bags. He still had bags outside of that. But even Becker, how heavy he went, he wasn't completely all in. He would go all in on his own company. Of course, that's how you really make money. You go in your own shit. Because why would you go all in on your own thing? Because you have the most control over it, right? But here's the thing: is if this ended up being a retail cycle, GameFi would have done extremely well, right? This is why
we're easily come back next cycle, right?
Yeah, I mean it's true too because I guess no, it won't. Yes, it could. It actually could because fucking nerds play video games.
Yeah,
that's all you need. It's what happens. I mean, it is what it is. But you got to take shots and stuff like. But this is why I kept we never recommended to be like, oh, the 50% GameFi. That's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. But some people decide because they get all hyper on it and stuff. Decides, you know what, I'm going to be an Illuvium maxi, which is like, that's a lot. Okay, but anyway, kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, he took a licking on that. But I think now he's kind of toned that back down a little bit now and kind of gone into other stuff. But like. Yeah, Becker's probably the biggest example of the guy who kind of went all in, not reputation-wise, basically.
Right.
I
don't know what he's pivoted to. I don't really watch too much of his stuff, but be kind of interesting to see what he does pivot towards in crypto because I know he's not going to give up on crypto.
Yeah, like this cycle is a lot like 17 in a way. So like this is sort of like an innovator cycle, which I've talked about, which I'll talk about in the course as well. But like. Basically, this is not a retail cycle. This is more of an innovator cycle, and it's obviously it's acting more like 2017. It's like what mostly went up: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, basically the safest stuff, basically, or the oldest stuff. And then the next cycle is very likely more retail focused because also like the economy is going to be a little bit better, and people have their money more freed up from real estate. And maybe the real estate isn't like has its break, doesn't have its e-brake on anymore. And, we can finally, that part of the economy starts also revving up as well. And then a lot more money's flowing around and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yep.
Got you. Okay. Black hole decks. Okay. That's funny.
Yeah, I think one of the other super chats wanted to look at their bags or that one too. Yeah.
Yeah. Universal Blessings. Can you confirm the deadline date for the CMC 4 course? Sure.
Yeah. I mean, basically 24 hours here before the end of the month.
Yeah, basically tomorrow at midnight, basically. Yes. Boom. We got Tesla Tips Network with a $20 super chat. Hey guys, would you mind giving me a bearish opinion on my portfolio? 0, sorry. 230K, 60K Sui, 45K Ray. That's a lot of Ray, bro. Woo. 10K Soul, 27K Crow, PulseX, PHEX, EHEX. 10K DCA. Well, the solid portfolio you're in. I mean, actually, I'm pretty surprised. I'm shocked at how much. But yeah, you're basically going into more levered Solana play. Basically, you're going into like Radium. It should do very well still. So you basically have 55,000 in the Solana ecosystem, 45, 60K in Sui, a lot in Sui. So you should do pretty well there. You got a nice Pulse chain allocation. You got some Ondo, Pepe, Sonic. And you have 10 more K to DCA within, man. I mean, obviously, I would tell you probably wait for the CMC before, like, because you're already pretty allocated. But it's always nice to have some dry powder there. But in terms of where to put it right now, Crow's down quite a lot right now. Sonic's at basically the lows right now as well. but I wouldn't just blast all 10K into Sonic base.
Yeah, I'll be back real quick. Okay.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll put you down. Yeah. So in terms of portfolio, so after you allocate the next 10K and stuff like, I mean, I find it hard pressed you not to touch basically like 900 grand, basically like at least a 4.5x of the portfolio. Sui's basically at $3. It can get to $10 or $15 pretty easily. Radium. I'd have to look at the price of Ray basically, but it's the higher Solana goes, the higher Radium goes basically. So if Sol can at least get to $420 or $600, you can get a very significant rise in the price of Radium basically. Let me see if I can share the screen here. Look at Radium and stuff. So at least in this cycle, it's reached about $7. Just getting onto that's already a damn near triple right there on Radium. So that brings it like 135 basically just on Radium alone, not even going off of anything higher than that. It's been previously much higher in price. So it's all possible basically. Like you can hit $10 or $15, possibly maybe $12 from where it's at right now. That's a very, very big increase. So like I just seeing like more, if I'm being more bearish, maybe like 800 grand. If I'm being a little more bullish, probably like maybe like 1.4 million kind of. So you're in a good spot, and you're kind of in a lot of ecosystems basically. So it's pretty good. Let's see. What about the Illuvium land sale? I remember they were loud back then, huh? Oh, I don't know. The Illuvium land sale, I made a good chunk of money off the Illuvium land sale. I bought a lot of land and I sold it for a lot of Ethereum profit, but I kept it in Ethereum. So I just kept I think I kept maybe like a couple of parcels. That's it, like 3 or 4 parcels for the game because I was going to play it and stuff. But then sold like 97% of my land during the first 4 days, and made some good profit on Ethereum. So that was very profitable. So yeah. Land sales are profitable, but you have to be in and out within 3 days or 1 day if possible. Okay, cool. Let's actually see what's going on over here. Astra is almost at $2 right now. Let's see Plasma. Plasma is where it's at max. Yeah, it's doing okay. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but they're here. Plasma's here to try to basically take Tron's butt cheeks. Basically, where's Tron at? What has Tron done in the last, let's just say, month? Or did let me go back. When did this launch? September 25th. Yeah, I think basically just took a little price action here, but nothing. It's not much of a dip. It's more of just got boring. But yeah. Oh, Saigon Red Pill. Did you look into Cubics? Was it a hoax? It wasn't a hoax. He did 51% attack. Basically, what's the name of that fucking privacy chain? Monero. They were able to implement some of the upgrades to it and stuff like that. But I don't know I don't know how much I trust the guy, or a lot of people in the community were mad for basically embarrassing the coin. But they've also promised about basically attacking other people. How do I feel about IMX Gaming? ETH Gaming, I think you'd make more money putting it into something else, realistically. I got some IMX from just basically volume and stuff, so I'm probably going to sell some of that off. But I just haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it very soon. I'm basically going to keep a small moon bag of Illuvium, and then keep a moon bag of Gala, and then I don't know, put the money into some coin. I might put it just all in. I might put it all into Nobody or something like that. Go make some money, or maybe into bonk. I actually been meaning to get a really big bonk position, so maybe I'm just throw all the money into bonk. Actually, let me look at bonk. Actually, as a matter of fact, where are we at? Bonk's got so much bullish. Bonk has so much fundamental bullishness right now. It's all degeneracy, but they have a partnership with Radium. They have a partnership with World Liberty Fi, which is Trump's basically crypto project, and they have one with crypto.com. Bonk over IMX all day. All fucking day. All fucking day, dude. Yeah. Like.
Broski, the market is so red, I thought my MacBook was bleeding.
This is the end, cuz. Yesterday I was a millionaire, today I'm a slumdog.
This is
not a dip, this is a black hole.
Imbeciles.
I'm selling everything, I'm down.
They have no idea. This is not a black hole. This is the beginning of a big bang. Why is Broski not panicking with us?
Yeah, why is he so unfazed?
Check your wallet, cuz. The crypto is down 85%.
Allow him, broski. He's still in denial.
Is it down by 85%? Or is it 85% off?
Oh shit. No, gang, not the hustler mindset.
Not the hustler mindset.
Bro said it's not a crash, it's a
change the
discount. Circumstances, but you can change your mentality.
Remember, brothers, the market sends his toughest battles to his most financially literate soldiers. When the Nasdaq falls, will you give up? Or remember that no amount of setbacks defeat a qualified mind? You see a dip and start to sell, but I remember that sudden emotions lack logic. Down isn't permanent. So I invest more into the S&P because I was born to struggle and persist.
Nah, man, them. How does he do
this
it?
guy knows something. Broski, was you in the board meeting with Donald Trump? So tell me, brothers, when the crops go dry, will you sell your land or sow more seeds, knowing that the harvest will always return?
He's really got that hustler mindset. Bro's got that JP Morgan mentality. That's that quarter zip discipline, cuz. Yeah, gang. Yeah, a few individuals that make it out, cuz. This guy's one of them.
But basically, over the last 3 months, it peaked out here at over $3 billion. And pretty much it's at like $1.5 billion. So basically, if it has a bit of a run, it can basically double in price. So that's not bad. So just because the supply is basically all out right now. So you can do this with some meme coins. But if we look over the max, right? Let's go. Well, let's look at the price history here. Where did it max out at? Right here, about 4 billion, about 4.14. Is it 420? Don't tell me it's 420. Probably. It's probably 420, but it peaked here at $4 billion. So basically you can do about was that 2.7x to get back to its all-time high, and then it's off to new all-time highs. So it's gonna have multiple ETFs, a levered ETF, an income levered ETF, which is kind of crazy. And all those partnerships as well. So, and basically Bonk also has Bonk.fund, basically, or their version of Pump.fund, Bonk Fund or whatever. You know, it's probably going to be some bullshit tokens coming out of it and stuff like that. But hey, it's interesting. And, you know, World Liberty 5 backing it, Crypto.com backing it, and then Radium also backing them. So it gives me, I'm like, all right, there's enough smoke here. I'm willing to take a shot on this fucking meme coin. Why not? I've got that meme coin, Bonk over goggles. No, I still got my goggles. No, I ain't fading goggles, bro. I got big goggles bags. Let's see. Murder Yoga 10p. Please show me your top projects that haven't gone up a lot, other than Pulse. Sonic hasn't gone up for shit. Sonic, Bonk. It just depends. So, brother, it depends. Wait. I want to go hard. Show me, please. This guy's about to haul in on some bullshit. I don't know. It depends. Like, what's considered big to you? Like, is it like if it's low billions, is that big, or is it like, it has to be some fucking micro cap 1 million market cap shit coin? Like, what is your parameters, sir? What's your favorite? I mean, I like Nobody. I like Pepe. I like. I mean, if you're trying to, I think Pepe, Bonk. Nobody, those are good coins. Sonic's very cheap right now. It's literally it's basically close to its all-time low. If you do on the Phantom side for like the local side and stuff. Financial advice, fuck off, bro. If you want me to pick two, Fartcoin or Bonk or Pengu. Oh, god damn it. Well, I mean, I go Pengu, Bonk probably. I like Fartcoin. Fartcoin, I think will do good as well. It's just like it's just gonna, when it does pump, it just, people can't stop talking about it because it's like, I can't believe a token about farts is worth this much. It's kind of like a grandpa joke. Like you'll be able to talk it on TV, and that's why it'll do well. This coin's taking a fucking beating. No pun intended, but peaked here at 2.1 billion market cap. It's at 6. So basically, it's got about a 4x locked in if it can get back to its all-time high, which is possible. So like you're buying it at like relatively okay prices. Obviously, it would have been better buying here, right? But like, it's been to 2.1 billion, and it's at 600 million market cap right now. So Farcoin isn't bad as long as you're buying it around here. If it goes any lower, it becomes it becomes much more of a stronger buy, basically. But yeah, let's just say with only an extra 5K. I mean, you're either going to meet because you're all pulse chain, dog. So like you said, so like, if you're just going risk on, no, because I would rather you hold fucking if you're trying. I'd rather you make safe money, right? So like, because I don't want to hear any crying and shit. But like, you'd be better off doing SUI or Solana. They got ETFs coming up or some shit like that, or AVAX or something like that. And then you got some locked in probably profits and shit like that. But if you're just trying to go more like risk on and stuff, I mean, it's really gonna be like Pengu, Nobody, Fart Token and shit, or Bonk, basically. Yeah, or Sonic. Sonic's pretty risky as well and stuff like that. But I don't think it's that. I think it's going to recover pretty well. But hey, but people don't like to hear that. Yeah. See what else is going. What else is cooking out here? What's down the most this week? Plasma story keeps taking a fucking pounding. Meme core Avalanche is down for the week. That's good. I like Crow's getting sexier by the minute, dude. Like, there's so much bullshit going in buybacks on this. Look at this. It peaked out here at like what, 10 billion. Now it's at 6 billion. Right. So if we look here past, right, boom. Oh, sorry. The price. Let's go to the last 3 months, a year. Yeah. So this is basically the big run. Basically, you could have bought this coin pretty much at 8 to 6 cents the whole time, and then it just recently in the last 3 months started going up. It's going to have an ETF as well. I think it basically reached like 38 cents. It's come down to here. It's at 18 cents. So it can 2x back up to its all-time high, basically. I feel much more comfortable you guys buying it here sub 20 cents, right? The better the price, the better, basically, No, for sure, brother, for sure. Is Charlie back? Or let me see. Oh, okay, got you. Oh, he's back. Okay. There you go.
Good timing.
When a crypto gym live stream, just working out with talking crypto, I could do it. That'd be something interesting, but you'd be surprised. The camera, I'd basically have to have Kyle there doing camera work or somebody doing camera work, and then you have to have a good mic and stuff like that. And the thing is, the video would probably, like, you can do a live stream version, but those videos are a lot cooler with like edited a little bit. But like, I could do a live stream one. It'd just be super funny. It's just the whole thing is just me staring at chicks' asses, like. Just doing something stupid like that, or someone in leggings squatting, and then it zooms out. It's a dude. You ever see that shit, bro? There's guys that wear like girls' leggings to the gym, dude. I mean, like, I've seen it, bro. I'm like, what in the fuck, dude? Yeah, the tripod in his back. I'm just standing like this. Miguel, hablas español? No, sir. I don't speak Spanish at all. Not one lick. We're in Nazi Germany, dude, right now. I don't speak Yiddish, bro. Sorry. Hilarious.
Which coins were we talking about?
Oh, I was answering some questions on Pro Token. I talked about Bonk being like I was talking to the chat basically, like, I'm with some of the GameFi some of the GameFi money I've just kind of like from selling off coins. I'm either going to meme coins, or I was looking at certain positions I was possibly going to, like, I think adding maybe Crow position. I bought most of my Crow token at 6 to 9 cents. So I've already got the Crow bags packed already, but like, if I do buy, that's going to increase my cost average, obviously.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, below 20 cents is really nice. I would say that 15 to 20 cent range is perfect. And I mean, it's kind of like at the perfect price after that announcement that $6.5 billion would be coming into it. So I would say it's pretty nice right now.
And I was talking about some of the top meme coins right here, like in terms of what people would know, right? Fartcoin is going to recover basically just because it's so stupid. Like, it's so stupid, right? It hit about $2.10. It's currently at 61 cents. It's got roughly like a 2.5x locked in basically to get back to all-time highs in a way. And pretty much when this starts doing really well, when it's like, I can't believe a coin about farts is over $1 billion. I'll talk about it on NBC, on Fox, on CNN. Like, can you believe the craziness of the crypto market? There's a token about farting back at 7. Like that'll be the headlines, which only help it pump more because like boomers are going to be like, how in gosh darn damn it are we in? Is a fart coin worth $2 billion? How the fuck is it worth 5? And then they'll go up more basically because boomers like, and then people just buy it because they love to fucking shit on. Literally, I'm buying a coin about shitting on people. And
It's
that's
literally a shit coin.
It's literally a shit coin. Yeah, exactly. What's the fundamentals? It smells bad. That's right. And then I said a meme coin that has a little more fundamentals is like I said something like Bonk basically. So like Bonk's got like 2 ETFs coming out. They have a partnership. They basically Radium and Bonk have kind of fused their versions of like I don't know like pump funds. So they have like Radium fund and then they have their Bonk fund. Basically, it's all fused together now. They have a partnership with crypto.com and World Liberty Fi has kind of added Bonk to like the whole treasury side as well. So like Bonk has a lot of like kind of have like a 4-point sort of like partnership, crypto.com, Crow Token, right? Radium and World Liberty Fi and basically in Radium basically, right? So like these kind of 4 players together and Bonk as well, right? These 4 players together, it kind of gives us all right. There's something here, right? And there's some investment firms. I think I was turtle managers are just coming out with these ETFs and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure there's probably they're related somehow to the Trump administration, obviously, because why is World Liberty Fi getting in, right? Like. It's interesting. So I'm just like, all right, that's something. So there's here, there, and so this might actually do okay. And if we look at where it's been at market cap wise so far, it's peaked out here about like 4 billion in market cap. It's currently at 1.5. So it can very easily, it could triple. It could obviously triple in price basically to get up to like basically 4.5 billion, or that wouldn't be that crazy. So like a 2.8x. Is totally, just getting back to all-time highs is just a 2.8x basically. So there's some good, money to be made there basically. And if it gets really hyped up because it's levered, because the ETF is 2x levered or 3x levered, maybe it can really run this thing up pretty high. But then I would imagine with the levered ETF, it's going to fucking crash really hard.
Yeah.
So there's probably really decent like trading that can happen on just how volatile it's going to end up being basically.
Yeah, and it's kind of coming down to like a really nice support level too. So, if we get it all season, like it's in a good spot.
Yeah. Joshua Ventura, man, he's with the $5 super chat. I'm redoing my portfolio, coins, S Sonic. Wait. Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, S Sonic, PulseX, nobody. See what other coins I can do. 10K. Wait, can I do 10K trying to make it? What? Did he lose 10K or is he like 10K on trying to make?
I think if he sells out of his GameFi bags, then he's down 10K on that. So, what do you call it?
So we have some more money. Yeah. I think obviously I would probably add like you need some more stability. I would add some Solana in there for yourself, brother. Or maybe that's what the S is. Maybe you forgot to spell out Sol. Possibly.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but like either that or add some SUI or add like some AVAX possibly. That's a decent play. If you're trying to risk play, you can some Aster possibly, but like we do have supply coming out in like 6 days basically. The airdrop starts happening for it basically. Yeah, AVAX is still good to hold into. It's just basically the ecosystem's a little weak right now basically. Like there's a lot of stuff happening on it, but like its main dex is it's kind of trash. You're basically just holding the main token effectively.
Yeah.
Maybe later on something else will launch, but like we just got some confirmation that like Flying Tulip is going to launch on AVAX and on Solana. Basically. I think I just found it here. Let me see if I can find it. Pengu's doing it right, man. They're just showing like thought bops.
Okay, so yeah, he what do you call it? Has some, that S was Sui, I think he said, and then
yeah, we need it. You guys need like not shitting on you, bro. But we need really make sure to spell everything out.
Yeah, sometimes super chats like what do you call it? You put it in, and then like you're kind of in a hurry, and then like yeah, I get it. But they said 3K left, and he'll add 2 to 3K as well into the portfolio. So 3K in stables, it sounds like, and then 2 to 3K coming in.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, obviously, just stick to more mainstream things, man, and you'll make some nice X's, and you'll make some nice profits. I mean, Doge is a safe one, but Pepe will do good, Bonk will do good, and from there, you're obviously I think nobody's gonna do really well as well, but like you can't like let me put 30% of the portfolio in fucking nobody. You really can't do that. If it works out, which I think it'll do really well, but like don't do that. But like Ethereum's good, but we've been telling people to buy Ethereum sub $1,000, $1,400, sub $2,000. I kind of had like a thing like most I was telling people to buy Ethereum under $3,400. We're currently at $4,200. It's like we're $1,000, we're like $800 above that sort of level, So yeah. Sal's like, can I cultivate Solana and hold until next year? I think you can, obviously, but I would probably tell you to, since you're cultivating Solana, I would tell you to cultivate some profits at some point in quarter 4, and then rebuy back Solana, basically.
Yep.
I'll do better next time. I didn't hurry. Yeah, don't worry about it, bro. We got it. I was super confused by some of the spelling.
Yeah, sometimes when you ask a question, like it's good to re-clarify in the open chat for sure.
Yeah. What's up the most this week? Astrid, yeah, that's for quants. Beautiful. Yeah. Not bad. Let's see if I can see crypto bubbles.
No way. Is this correct? Dude,
What?
Synthetics is up 70% against Bitcoin over the last 1 week. No way.
Will crime never stop happening from Australia? Will crime?
Yeah.
Shut up. Where, dude? That's insane.
So if you filter this in the top right to against Bitcoin instead of dollars.
Yeah, okay.
And then go to the 100 to 200 group. And then over the last 1 week. EHEX is up. There you go. Over the last day. There it is. There she is. Hell, even Swiss Borg is up 25%.
Oh,
that's the thing that hasn't done shit in years.
Well, I mean, maybe because Syntax always been trying to be TradFi, so hey. Sun's down 25% against Bitcoin. That's funny. But EHEX is up. My EHEX bags are outperforming Bitcoin. That's not bad.
Nice.
Let's see what happened over the month. I want to see over the month. Let's go to the month. Yeah, there we go. You see my EHEX? I'm outperforming Bitcoin, baby. Fuck those Bitcoin maxis.
And barely outperforming Synthetics now.
Where's Synthetics at? Oh yeah, barely. Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Y'all fade no, but I told you I went kind of hard in the paint at the low, basically. Like I was like 1/10 of a penny. You know what? This is crazy. I mean, it's literally. I think when it hit 1/10 of a penny, I think it was like 6 or 7 to 1. Like you get like 6 or 7 EHEX to make 1 PHEX. I was like, this is crazy. I have to convert some over. There's no way. And like now, it's done it's done pretty good. That's good. Not bad. Let's look over the year. Let me look over the year.
Damn virtuals.
Where's virtuals? Ah, yeah.
Where?
I was like, where's virtuals? I'm blind. Obviously, I invested on the right part of the EHEX cycle, but yeah. Borg's up a lot actually. Wow. Toshi, Snick. That's I'm guessing that's Cardano probably. Yeah. Interesting. Let's look over the Saros XRP. That's crazy. That XRP one's funny. Look at that. Hey, Zcash is up. It's actually out pumping Bitcoin for the year. That's crazy. Zcash to $1,000 is the meme right now, bro. And Crow token as well, doing pretty good. I would imagine during that big pump it just recently had. Basically. Yeah. And whoa, no way. Are you serious? Look at that. It outpumped Bitcoin by 7%. Is KuCoin shares.
Nice. Oldie but a goodie.
Oldie but a goodie, man. I love it, man. That's crazy. That's funny.
Yeah, ETH is like trying to fight for its life a little bit. Oh, did we just get rugged from DCC? I think we did. Like, what, did your computer shut down, bro?
There we go.
Oh, no. Okay, I was like, what the hell?
I clicked something by accident and just teleported me.
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm on sharing screen, you got all the little things there.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have the QR code on the back end there?
I might just have it, sir.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to scan that? There's a little surprise.
Little surprise. Let me see what I was going to show. Something else. Oh, never mind. I showed it already. Cool. Okay, cool. Then Boyd's gonna talk about Zcash. Yeah, they're like, I think, Gainesy's one of the top guys. Like, he's on Pump Fund, like literally has Zcash as a sponsor and Zcash on his screen.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's like, because he bought some big Zcash bags. He's trying to pump Zcash. You know, it's crazy because he's Jewish. Also, GG is Jewish and he likes Zcash. I'm making connections here. I don't know. Like, I've got a little tinfoil hat Gucci hat here. I don't know.
Looks very foily.
It's very foily.
That's funny.
Yeah. I went to the board meeting with Donald Trump. That's right. Actually, I think this was made by Tinfoil Hat Cat. Is it? Yeah, it is. Look, there's the cat. Tinfoil Hat Cat.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's reversible actually too, which is pretty funny because it's an OG Phantom hat too. Look at that. All kinds of shit here, man. Fucking hilarious. But yeah, should I drop my emergency fund from 10 to 9? Justified misogyny. I mean, that's a good question. Okay, that's actually look, you have a 10-month emergency fund. That's actually pretty big. Most financial advisors probably recommend a 6-month, but obviously the bigger the better, basically. I think that's fine. That's okay because you have a 9-month emergency fund. That's fine. Because obviously I can do math here. I know how much you got. 30 grand, but but I think that's fine. That's not too risky, and then you're swinging a little bit right now. That's fine.
Yeah. If you do a few X's on that, you turn that 30 into 40K in savings. Then you got 12 months plus.
Justified misogyny asks, like, hey Miguel, should I drop my OF prices by 50%, trying to increase the volume, trying to make some more money this season for the alts? Here, I got some advice for you, brother. You should just do this instead.
This is your sign to start evil maxing, bro. You must max out your evil characteristics. Become an evil villain, bro. Why aren't you evil anymore? People have done you dirty. They've done you wrong. And you're still not fucking evil? Join the dark side, bro. Why the fuck aren't you doing evil and heinous acts?
Yeah. Lower it. I mean, you should be dropping your emergency, but no, don't drop that much, bro.
All in, baby.
Yeah, and that's a really good emergency fund. You see, this guy's got financial literacy. Being a justified misogyny has its perks, you guys. Oh, it's Franklin St. Hex. What's up, G? How's the Brazilian booty doing? That Franklin should be doing like a travel, like lifestyle, like I don't know, Passport Bro blog. You can make some money, bro. Because Franklin's jacked. He's got a 6-pack, bro. He's looking good and shit. You should just be slinging dick out there, fucking doing something, man. Like, hey, let me show you in Brazil where you don't get stabbed. Like, are you into tan Brazilian girls with big bodies? Let me show you. I don't know, big body Franklin, what's going on? Or BBW, or you're doing something like that. Big body Brazilian, I don't know. I'm starting a what? You do well. I mean, honestly, like people are. Look, let's be honest. I mean, that's a big fantasy for a lot of guys. I mean, they want to do that, and like, is it easier to fuck overseas? Of course it is. One, you're more unique, right? You just are, right? And two, like, it's just easier, I guess. I mean, that's what it is. Yeah, it's funner and stuff. Justified Misogyny said he's going to get Crow, AVAX, 1,000. Yeah, I think that's actually, and Sonic, beautiful. Yeah, you're kind of going like safe, medium, and risk and shit, and I think that's really good. You're getting 4 for $1 right now, so you're going to get 4,000 Sonic and some change. It's not bad. If that ever goes to $3, it's $12K just on the Sonic. If it goes back to $3 and stuff like Crow, obviously we know Crow's gonna go to $1 and some change. So there's just on those two risk plays that there's like I'm willing to risk 3,000 to possibly make this many X's. To like me losing the 3,000, that's not bad. Yeah. Pay for play in Rio's out of control. It's like South American Miami. Yeah, so I mean, because people are figuring out the game too. Like, that's actually Casey. He's like he's the guy. He's like Fresh and Fit's kind of like passport bro guy. Shout out to him. Shit got he got Colombia so hot. Like he was throwing these huge like influencer parties and like kind of like chick parties where like he would throw parties where like he'd invite like 6 girls for every one guy. And have these huge parties, and of course everyone's getting laid. Of course, bro. I mean, everyone's fucking right. It was getting so crazy that the local guys, and the government was hating on him for throwing these parties because he was on the news and shit. They were like, "We need this fucking red beard motherfucker. We need him out of here." Like, there's just real clips of it, like the Colombian government and like local city officials trying to kick him out. So like, he left Colombia finally. He's like, "Oh, man, I'm too famous out here in these streets." And I think he's in Brazil right now. I'm not even joking around.
That's funny as hell.
Speaking of Casey, I've seen his girl on his latest video. I recognized her. Yikes, dog. Yikes. Oh, it's funny, man. I think we're gonna have a call with him at some point and stuff like that. Because like that's actually some community we're actually trying to organize a little bit with, is kind of with the Passport Bro community, because they need to be able to invest their capital. Like, I mean, you're not gonna invest in the country really. Spending money.
Earn while you're moving.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So like everybody that's doing the whole Passport Bro stuff, you're basically, whether you like it or not, unless you already have your bankroll and your money, you're solidified already. You're basically going to be like a digital nomad, which you are basically. So you got to figure out how to make income and money on the internet. Yeah, I'm not messing with any thotties though. Sure, Franklin. Sure. Oh, I didn't know you're on a holy mission down there, bro. I didn't know you're in the monastery, bro. My bad. I'm sorry. Padre, el Hijo, Espíritu Santo, Amen. Forgive me, Father Franklin.
Only converting the nuns.
Always converting the nuns. Yeah, she's trying to get the video removed. I told her it's not going to happen. Oh yeah, she's trying to get the video removed. What is she doing? What is she on a handstand doing? Fucking shots and shit. Why does quarter 4 always have the highest prices? That's a good question. God heat. People want to close out the year there. Bonuses happen.
People are back to work after the summer.
Yeah, there's kind of a lot of stuff. And fourth quarter is usually a lot of it is bonuses, actually, believe it or not. Like, people need to make something happen. All in big booty ABG. I don't know what that means. I don't know. It's Charlie. I did a stream a while back. I think you weren't on it, but like I was just kind of, we were like talking. Somebody had said like, they're like, oh yeah, like I got a tuggy in Vegas for like $98. $98. The fuck kind of tuggy? Like, what kind of tug and rug did you get? What in the fuck is that? And then people started like spouting out prices for like banging chicks in different countries, and then I was like, I couldn't believe it. Some guy said like $70 in Cambodia, and I was like, what are you doing in Cambodia? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, yeah, like what the Cambodia, and what's the country next to that? Myanmar? Like, just like, it's like Myanmar is probably one of the like countries you definitely don't want to travel to. It's like just so, yeah, not great.
I was taken so back, yeah. Dude, this is how much we've been working. I thought Halloween was tomorrow. I'm not even joking around. I know,
like I think didn't you ask like something about like Halloween last night or something like that. I can't remember, but like
yeah. So what are you doing for Halloween? Because I was like, I was getting my whole thing together. I'm gonna go straight vampire with fangs and shit or something like that. I'm just debating whether I'm gonna put like I'm gonna go full goth white on the stuff and everything like that. And then I'm like, damn, I was getting worried because like my stuff hadn't come in yet. And then I'm like, oh fuck, it's not Halloween yet. It's not October.
Month off, yeah. No,
my mind is so in October. I thought literally we're going into Halloween. That's how deep I am into October right now.
Mm-hmm.
Filipino is 10. Didn't Money Gang on Moon Gang say like he doesn't like the Philippines is kind of lame a little bit?
Yeah, I mean it's basically most of it's like third world with some first world tinges to it.
Yeah. Too blackface. I'll do it if Charlie does it.
Be like Jimmy Kimmel doing the Karl Malone.
Oh yeah. All right, Marlon Grills. With recent bridging of Ethereum into Pulse Chain, could the reverse happen in Pulse and just kick off the bull run? Yeah, I mean that could happen. I mean that's why I have a position in EHEX. I mean some people just don't want to bridge into Pulse Chain. They would like, well, I'll just buy this asset that is related to it, and that's enough exposure. I'm like, all right. I mean like that's what it is. If it is what it is. What the fuck is ABG? What the fuck are 10U Latina?
Somebody pointed up higher in the chat. They said Asian Barbie girl or something.
Oh, huh. Interesting.
It's like probably those big titty, big booty Asian chicks.
Funkmaster Hex said in Canada you can get laid for 2 or 4 of a Molson and a Mickey of maple syrup.
I heard Canada's starting to ban like YouTube videos from America. Some
Canada.
Like political subjects and stuff.
Wow.
I'm like, that's crazy.
That's insane. Let's see. ABG. Thank you, D's Nuts 420. My chat's smart.
That's the best handle name that we have in the chat for sure.
I know, right now. Yeah, Asian baby girl. Asian girls are mean, dude. I don't know. I've met a lot of Asian girls. I haven't dated any Asian girls.
Asian American is very different than Asian.
Yeah, you're right. But Asian
American has never been my cup of tea either. Like Asian American, like I don't know, it's just so Americanized that they're kind of like mutts to some extent. Because like usually it's like they have a mixture of a couple things. They don't really take on like the culture, And also it's like, what's the difference between that and a regular American girl? Like really nothing.
Oh, this is my favorite water, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good water.
That's good water, man. Fucking F1 literally buys every fucking bottle in all of Las Vegas and the country and the whole state of Nevada. When F1's here, it's impossible to buy. There's none. 0%.
Yeah, they're ruining the Bellagio right now with all that grandstand there.
Yeah, I mean, but right now they can't really argue with it because they need the fucking people coming in. The Pacquiao fight saved for what was the last month? Not the Pacquiao fight. I'm sorry, the Pacquiao fight. The Crawford Canelo fight saved Vegas for last month. So many people came to Vegas. I mean, like basically revenue actually went up, which is really good. So with F1 coming too, that'll they're going to have a decent fourth quarter. Basically.
Yeah, I forget how much money Vegas gets per year from the F1, but they
did
$1
billion and some change.
Yeah, it's like $1 billion, right? Because they did like a 5-year, $18 billion deal or something crazy like that with F1. But it's pretty cool. Like it's kind of like, what do you call it? I don't know if you ever played the game Road Rash on Sega Genesis back in the day, but basically like driving a motor or driving a speed bike or whatever, and like with a chain and like fucking like swinging at people and stuff. But they'd go through like famous places like Maui and Vegas and different stuff. But like, I don't know, Vegas seems like one of those cities that like F1 just kind of fits because like it's very iconic,
Yeah, and then it is cool that they're driving on the strip. They're driving through the strip, which is actually very cool.
Sometimes I find myself when the F1 is not like set up or whatever. When you're driving like certain sections of the strip or whatever, you're just like, they flattened this road and it's like much smoother than it was before they had F1 or whatever. So you can kind of turn on the jets at night a little bit in those sections, just go, boom, like it's kind of fun.
Yeah, my favorite driving game that I played on N64 was like Cruising the World 64.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, that one. I mean, what do you call it? In all like the pizza shops or whatever, they had that big arcade.
Yeah,
game of that. That was fun. Yeah.
I used to Cruising the World. Yeah, like some black girl singing. I got the speed. I got the power. I still have it too. I actually played it like a few months ago. Actually, I bought like I bought an N64 thing and I converted it to my TV. So I was playing on my flat screen and just like playing these old games and shit. It's so nostalgic and stuff. One thing on my bucket list is to beat this terrible MMORPG on N64 that's just so trash. But part of me is just I want to beat it because I'd never beat it as a kid. Like Quest 64, horrible game by the way. But I just plan to just play it one day and beat it because I just like it's on my bucket list. Like I'm gonna beat this fucking trash ass game from the 90s. It's so terrible. Like but it is what it is. Someone said something. Also, I loved that Falcon game. Was it what was it called? Like Falcon,
the Star Fox?
Yeah, well, that's it's Star Fox is a good game, but there's another there's like this. It's like they're like race cars, except they're actually like spaceships or something. I forgot the name of it. It's a real racing game.
Okay,
I forgot the name of it. Yeah, but that one's actually pretty good. It goes really fast, by the way, on that game. But
the best game on N64 by far was
F-Zero.
Was GoldenEye, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, GoldenEye was yeah.
Awesome. But I've seen like what do you call it, game like shots of GoldenEye these days, and I'm like, man, like if you look at it now, if you were to play it now, it just looks so trash. Like, but back then it was like the best thing we had.
Yeah, it was the first time you really could like split screen, beat up your friends. It was such a good, it was such a, and it was like it was like the C-list team. They're like, well, we have a contract to make a video game for this thing, so. And these guys decided to like, fuck it, we're gonna go GOAT status on it. So the music was incredible, the level design was incredible, the like slapsticks are going the fucking like, or you can play the midget character and should be like,
like the individual mode on that was like just as fun as the like multiplayer mode.
Yeah, Perfect Dark was created by the people who made GoldenEye, actually the same team. Yep. That's why they were so. That's why they were so good. What was the name of the one?
GoldenEye was Halo before Halo, really.
Yeah, I forgot. Also, of course, Mario 64, of course, is incredible. And then Paper Mario. I love Paper Mario. I'd say that's my favorite game, but I just love Paper Mario and 64. And then actually, the first time I ever played StarCraft, there was a cartridge version of StarCraft. It's called StarCraft 64. It only had a couple levels on it and stuff, but it was like so cool to play StarCraft on my N64. I remember renting it from Blockbuster and being like, "This is so." And I literally started playing StarCraft after that on the computer, which is really cool. But and then I got into like StarCraft 2 for a while, and then eventually I just got bored of it. Yeah. Retro gaming. Well, it's gonna collapse one day. Like basically, when I'm 60 years old, it's gonna collapse because right now it's retro gaming is gonna just keep going bananas for another 15 years. Because look, I'm 34 right now, so in another 10 years I'll be 45, and then I'll still be. It's like everyone buying all their dream cars and video games. Like you can literally buy a first edition Charizard from 1999, first edition, PSA 10, and I'll just dump it in 15 years on some fucking dum-dum. And then basically by the time I'm super old, like by the time me and Charlie are in our 60s, we peaked out already and we don't want to buy this stuff. We have it all already. And then as we get older, it dies. The stuff like right now, the classic car market's crashing right now because all the boomers are dying off and they're selling off these car collections and no one's really buying them.
Right.
Because all the buyers are the boomers and they're just fucking selling shit up. That's what's happening right now.
Cool to them, but not the next generation.
Not the next generation. There is some stuff that translates forever. Like there's the first ever Superman comic. Like, it's just transcend, But RuneScape was lit, dude. Yeah. The Pokemon shit has gone out of hand, bro. I mean, it's getting bad. Like, little kids can't buy Pokemon packs, dog. That's fucked. Like, I go to Target. I don't buy Pokemon cards, but I go to Target. I look sometimes. There's not a Pokemon pack to be seen anywhere. There's nothing. There's none. Zero. You can buy Yu-Gi-Oh! Barely, but like there's nothing, bros. At all. 0%. You can't even find it. Subject 28. How do you guys feel about Pepe right now? I like it a lot. There's rumors that there's going to be an ETF for it, actually.
Really? I haven't heard that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's coming mostly from the ETH Bro side and stuff because, I mean, they're giving an ETF to everything now. I mean, like if Doge gets it, I mean, Doge already got it already, and there's going to be some more as well. So like there's an ETF coming out for Bonk now. It could happen, and it's already the large. I mean, it's the largest. It's still in market cap. It's the largest meme coin this cycle. sitting at I think what 4 billion market cap right now, if I remember correctly. Let me shit. Look. 3.9 billion. 3.9 billion market cap.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a water real quick.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh is a much better game. Pokemon sucks, you guys. Absolutely sucks. Let's see, Pepe. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, peaked here at basically 11.2 billion market cap. Crashed here. Crashed to 2.4. Recently peaked up here.
Yeah, the chart looks nice.
Yeah.
It's got to break its lower high pattern, but once it does that, it'll go.
This is an okay DCA point now on Pepe. I mean, like you're buying it, like basically if it goes back to all-time highs, there's at least a 3x to get back up to 11 billion in market cap. If there's an ETF, they can finally go up higher as well. Like I still have a very large Pepe bag. This is kind of my original, like this is where I really learned, like I really learned how to, like I really been ratio trading, or not ratio, I shouldn't be like swing trading Pepe. Just been cultivating all of my Pepe bags keep getting larger over time. Yeah, the ETF hasn't done shit for Doge yet. Yeah, because it's still small. It's still right now. You'd still need a bit of a like. There's more Doge ETFs coming out. So I think G Dog hasn't gone live. I think T Dog's out right now, and these names are hilarious, by the way. But they will be there. There will be coming out. But you need like everything. I mean, if Bitcoin or Ethereum aren't going up, it's kind of tough for some of these to go up.
Yeah, and you need like one company that's going to be like what do you call it? The bastion of like being a Doge, like what do you call it? Like a Michael Saylor of Doge, right? Like we got Bitmine for Ethereum, right? You just need like somebody who's going to be like, I'm all in on this, and we're gonna, bring our company identity around this or whatever, So if a bank like Standard Chartered or something like that was like, we're super bullish on Doge, and they want to create a narrative around that just because, they want to get the most pump there from a meme coin or something, like, yeah, they could totally do it. But you kind of need somebody with a reputation who has bags, repping it really.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, Digimon was Pokemon for adults. Yeah, Digimon also sucked as a game. I had Digimon cards. It was a shitty game, dude. I mean, it was better than Pokemon. It was better than Pokemon, but like Digimon was kind of like I was like it's sort of like watching Pokemon, but like while on methamphetamine or something. You know what I mean? It's really interesting. Like the Digivolves didn't make sense. I'm a little thing and I turn into a robot. What the fuck? Like like remember like who was that? The loser, the little brother loser kid. He's like, I'm such a dork. I'm such a loser. I'm not cool. And then he's like, I'm a fat Pikachu with no legs. And then he evolves into an angel. And then he's like, when it defeats the demon from the first season. I was like, what? It didn't make no sense. He's like, it's like I'm a fat Pikachu and stuff. And it's like, I'm the loser younger brother who can't do nothing right. Oh no, we're about to lose to the demon. He evolves into the fucking Archangel Michael or something. I was like, what in the fuck is happening?
That's funny. Yeah, no, I'm convinced some of the creators are high when they make that shit. But like, what did you know? Fun fact, right? Like before,
here we go. Fun fact.
Before 1998, I think shrooms were legal in Japan, and somehow Super Mario is like obsessed with mushrooms, right? I'm like, those guys, because it was built, Nintendo's based out of Kyoto. So those guys in Kyoto are just getting high as hell and being like, what kind of crazy ass video game can we make with an Italian plumber, who goes around fucking crazy ass, stuff. Like, yeah, those guys are doing something.
Definitely. It's Italian plumber. Yeah, exactly. And stuff
think about trying to pitch the idea of Mario and Luigi to like an executive board. Like
it's crazy. Yeah. But Nintendo was the story of Nintendo is crazy because it started off. I mean, it was just like it wasn't even in gaming or nothing. They were just kind of like a regular manufacturer of just random shit.
Yeah, I think back in the late 1800s was when they built the company, and I think they were like originally like doing like trading cards or something like that, and then they eventually evolved into like gaming. But they went into computer gaming as kind of like a Hail Mary to keep the company relevant.
Right. Yeah. I mean, isn't it crazy too? Like the book of Dune, right? Dune
Yeah.
book, right? By Herbert.
Mhm.
Well, he had gone to all these publishers. The book was done. He went to all these publishers, and everyone told him no. He went to like all the major like publishing house, like Penguin. He went to everybody, and they all said no. We don't want your fucking crazy story about sandworms. And then, as a last ditch effort, they sent it to a car manufacturer, like auto book distributor. So basically, they make manuals for car books, like like they would make it for like stores like O'Reilly's. Like, hey, here's a manual on a 1973 Dodge Dart or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And they read it and were like, man, this shit's fire, bro. Let's do it. And they decided to do it. So like literally he threw a shot everywhere, and like just this fucking car manufacturer, like book supplier, decided to say, fuck it, we'll make your book. And they did it, and it just blew up. It's been one of the most successful books in like, fantasy history ever. Literally because some car manufacturer went like, all right, this like smoking the pipe. Yo, this shit about worms and spices, this shit hits, bro. Let's do it. Shoot your shot. You never know what door might open, bro. If a pair of legs closes, another one will open.
There you go.
It's so true. Don't ever kill yourself over a woman, bro. Never.
Dude, don't kill yourself over anything. Good God. There's always another opportunity.
There's always another Ponzi, you guys. There's always
Correct.
another Ponzi. There's always
Correct.
another green candle. There's always another pump, bro. The red candles only last for so long. The pump cometh, and we're heading into October, bro.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Crazy. Yeah. That was crazy. They made him Italian, though. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, right.
It happened to a friend of yours. That's sad. Oh, that sucks, bro. Yeah, it's just you have to expand worldview. Like it would be really hard. It's very. I mean, it's just sort of like it's always happens to younger people because they don't know anything. Like especially like you're trapped in a small town. You're in high school and you know nothing else. Like these high school kids are all that matter in the world. But these high school kids are losers, bro. Like I respectfully like. I mean I don't think most people I went to high school with aren't doing anything. At least I don't think so.
Yeah, they're just normal people.
Just normal. I mean, nothing wrong with that and stuff like that. But like, yeah. But at the time they're like, these are the coolest people on the planet. Holy fuck! If I don't fucking like, bro, no, bro. Like, yeah. Respectfully, there's nothing wrong being just having a normal life. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, if you peak in high school, like I kind of feel bad for some of those people just because, like, I don't know, like there's a lot more to life.
Definitely. I'm fairly confident like crypto.com is consistently selling off Shiba into Kronos. I think that's a bit of the plan that's happening. Because like during 22 and 23, they were the largest holder of Shiba. Just because so many people on crypto.com kept selling all their Shiba Inu, so they just had so much dead stock of the token. All right, just a little FYI, like we're like so this token right here, World Liberty Fi. Me and Charlie are not touching it. We will report on it and stuff. I think it's important, but we just think it's too not just heavily manipulated. There's just not any alpha you guys are going to have with this. I mean, I hope it goes to $1, but like that would put it at like a $30 billion market cap. It's possible it could happen, but it'll only happen if Bitcoin can get to like $250,000 and higher. Then everything is possible, but everything will pump 5 or 10x. So like. I think that like I've had this question a lot of times, and I just want to answer it now on YouTube. We think there's just better opportunities. Like you're better off doing into Crow token, which is like a part of this whole apparatus, or into Bonk, which is also part of the apparatus a little bit, which lower market cap. There's kind of more like wiggle room there, and like ETFs and stuff like that. Where like this is yet to prove itself to have value in my eyes right now, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. They are the stable coins and everything, but like I need to see I don't see the vision yet. I need to see the vision a little more on this, but because depending on how you look at it, it could just be a payola. It's a way for like crypto payola fucking wall, or extraction.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Shout out to Jose, man. Just joined the CMC. Excited for what's to come, bro. It's just get ready. It's coming. It's coming hard. So what are you saying? If I have a bunch of kids and one might turn out to be a genius? That's what? Yes, that's correct. That's correct. That's how the math works out, man. The more you had, the more likely someone will change your genome, basically. Darks, which do you prefer, Bonk or Lofi? Well, Bonk's safer, if I'm being honest. Lofi is much more risky. Yeah, that's the way I'd say. Passport Bro should start at high school. What? Extrapolate that one. I don't understand what you're saying there. Shout out to Hex Monkey, man. It's been a while since I've seen you. Alt season running late, getting impatient. I mean, everyone's impatient, bro. Everyone is, man.
The whole market.
I just have a kid born on the 7th life path. Oh, that's cool. That's what Charlie is. Charlie, 7s are smart, dog. Very smart guys. 7s are smart.
Stuff.
Yeah.
That's what they tell me.
But my actions speak much volumes different.
Yeah.
Is Ray safer bet than Bonk? Yeah, just because it has direct volume because they're the second, depending on the time, like they're the second or the first largest DEX on Solana. That's not going to change right now. So just off of that volume, that gives them a lot of value and stuff like that. So yeah, I say Radium is safer. Same as FTF Origin with Solana. Yeah, it's safer. Blue's pumping. It's up 44%. Oh yeah, hell yeah, bro. Yeah, making money. Making my way downtown. Making money. Can't believe all that I'm doing. Put us back up. But yeah. What market cap should Sui be at $25? It's pretty moderate. Pretty moderate.
we can figure that out.
Yeah, we can figure it out. Let's see. Well, it's at 3. Well, it's very easy. Just do 20. I mean, just do 25 divided by 327, basically. 320. It's 25 divided by 327. 7.6 times $88.6 billion. 88 billion. Chump change.
It's at 11 right now.
Yeah. Who's the most autistic person in crypto, brother? I mean, there's an infinite, like, they say we're on a tree, and every time you hit, we're on the stupid tree, and every time you fall down a rung, you hit yourself in the head.
You hit the ugly branches on your way down.
Yeah, there's a situation that happened recently. I think Charlie had more information on it and stuff like that, but it happened in there's like an $8 million like
in
Minnesota.
Yeah, I just watched a news thing on it, and like it sounded like either they got the person's information either from a Ledger or Coinbase hack. Basically they found their information somewhere publicly and then targeted them based on that. But it's some small town in Minnesota.
Try that in Vegas, you guys. You will quickly die.
Yeah.
Swiss
Vegas, Florida, Texas, anywhere you can get a gun.
Bro, play that dude doing the weak ass duck walk dance.
that was pretty funny to me. It's even funnier though when you put it in like 75.75 speed.
Yeah, it's super hilarious. I just can't. He literally looks like he's the bad guy. He's Ben Stiller from Heavyweights, or he's Ben Stiller on I mean, he looks like he's the Global Gym guy, or like what's that Adam Sandler movie where he's like Happy Gilmore, where he's like making the grandma make the carpets or make the rugs.
Oh yeah.
Ben Stiller. When he's in these movies, he always gives himself these huge handlebar mustache.
Isn't that the one like where he was like a barber or something?
No. He was he worked at an old person home in the Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Happy Gilmore's grandma.
Yeah, you're right. You're talking about Ben Stiller. I thought you were talking about Adam Sandler. Gotcha.
No. No, because he had that.
Ben Stiller's a fucking G, man. Like, he's made so many good movies. I mean, like, yeah, the fact that they made Tropic Thunder is absolutely hilarious.
I know. Spliffy said, when are you guys going back on Fresh Fit? Well, we're doing a private call with the Castle Club Premium in a few days, and then we're going to do another AMA with the Castle Club in its totality with the CEO network as well. And stuff like me and Charlie are actually going to do a flash webinar tomorrow for the Citadel, actually, and another chat as well and stuff like that. But like we're gonna do some cool stuff. So we got a surprise webinar tomorrow for you guys.
Yeah, we'll be putting it in the chat.
Yeah, so check it out, dudes. Pays to be in the what, Charlie? The Citadel. When Donovan Sharp stream later in the week and stuff. So he's trying. We might do it Thursday, but we were trying to do a little sooner than that, basically.
Yeah, we're trying to get on with that.
Yeah, but if you want this and more information, man, I would join the Crypto Mindset Q4 and the Takes Profit course bundle, baby. It's $100 off. Every quarter, the price is going up. $100. Haram. Nope, sorry. It's gonna keep going higher and higher and higher, man. But
You get
definitely
inflation.
Yeah, for the whole month of October and a good chunk of November, we're going to be completely off of YouTube, just teaching you guys. And it's going to suck for the guys just on YouTube land. They're going to have to go off to other YouTubers and suffer. I'm sorry you got to listen to that fucking garble.
They'll be all in on Game Fight with Alex Becker.
Yeah, I bet you some people are trying to fuck him up, dude. I ain't gonna bet. I mean, that's what I think he's already been jacked already, but like he's been doing a lot more shirtless pics and shit, trying to like maybe like scare off people. But yeah, I mean, there's crazies out here and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but if you just want to join the crypto mindset course, you definitely just can join the crypto mindset course. We do give an opportunity for people to buy the take profits course later on in the course, but it will be $600 instead of $500. Alex Becker got a ton of people wrecked. Yeah, I mean, that's what the thing too is like the bigger the microphone, the more it's kind of like because he would get hundreds of thousands of views on his videos, like legitimately.
Yeah, and when you go into like a subsector of crypto as the whole portfolio, like that's the tough part right there.
Yeah, I mean, if Becker went all Bitcoin, he would be fine and stuff like that. But it's tough. But it totally could have worked out. Like if GameFi totally worked out, I mean, he would have been looked at the hero. This guy made me so rich, and this, and totally could have panned out that way. Absolutely, So definitely join up, you guys. Charlie, can you pull up the class schedule actually?
Oh yeah, sure. Here,
Thank you.
Share the screen here.
Economist. Let's see, 525.93. Grew up always seeing the number 234. Does that raise numerology flag? I don't know. I mean, 34. I mean, let's see, 5. Like for me, here, let me take this off real quick. Bam. So let me full screen this as well. So this is the current schedule for the crypto mindset course for the month of October. We also will be releasing, once we're about halfway through with the webinars, we'll be releasing the schedule for and the dates for the Cash App course as well, with all the topics we're going to go over. We're going to do a little bit of somewhere in here. We're going to probably do a little Q&A as well, in terms of just by this point, we'll kind of know the lay of the land of like what people really want. And we'll add a webinar or two for the Take Profits course, kind of like a kind of more custom made to the group and stuff, to see what they're missing basically. But we have a customized orientation and stuff. We're going to ask a lot of those kind of questions. The quarter 4 thesis, we're going to go over me and Charlie's thesis over quarter 4, as well as an overall kind of crypto history and kind of like maybe opportunities we're seeing in the market. An updated risk management and security. We're going to have, that one's going to be a lot. Please don't miss this one, because I'm really going to be going over how to keep your money safe, as well as like being careful to connect yourself to too many stuff, basically. I think a lot of people are not understanding when I say I have a wallet that never touches anything else. I don't connect a Trezor to multiple wallets, basically. Like some people connect their Trezor or their Ledger to multiple wallets. The way I believe it, it's kind of like one and done. One wallet to one Trezor maximum. That's it. If I need another one, I'll buy another one. And there was recently with Ledger, someone was hacked for a substantial amount of money through basically finding out their information, their phone number, pretending to be like, it was a sophisticated, basically hack and attack, and hundreds of thousands of dollars was lost. Basically, fuck Ledger, basically. But we definitely are going to be going. Please do not miss that one. Now we're going very heavy on the security side on that one. Okay. I'm glad to say our group has probably the lowest amount of accounts of like hacks, but hacks happen.
Well, and a lot of that's, the 2 rules that we have that are very simple and easy to remember, which is 1, never have a central point of failure, 2, condom wallets for risky shit, and don't click, phishing links or anything that might be suspicious. So, if you follow those 3 things, at least, like, you're going to save yourself a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Because we're going to be talking about risk management throughout the webinars anyway, but like, I'm really going to hammer home security, guys. I'm trying to keep you guys from losing your money and keep everything safe. We're also going to be talking about the risk management security. I'm also going to be talking about relationships and family, things that I could tell you that happened in my life and what happened in Charlie's life, and kind of how we keep ourselves safe and how to keep yourself safe. There is a risk, like me and Charlie do, because we're publicly facing. We're like, you can literally see our faces right now. Look, this This is us right here, right? If you guys don't have to do that, don't do that, right? But we will tell you the pros and cons of doing it. In this day and age on YouTube, it's very difficult to build a channel without showing your face now. The 2021 cycle is cooked. Nobody really trusts profile guys, maybe other than like Twitter posts. No one really trusts. Like Gainesy had to show his face because it's like he would be fucking getting 2 fucking views on Pump Fun, you know, like there's kind of no way to do it, you know. And that's also he's getting attacked now for being like a short Jew. Apparently, I mean, I'm not joking. He's being attacked. I don't know. He showed his face. He looks like he's having a great time in Thailand, and he's wearing flip flops and stuff at the beach. The only correct place to be wearing flip flops as a man. Literally, I fucking throw up anytime. Like dudes wearing flip flops at the supermarket all the time. Like I get it. Like sometimes you wake up, I got to go to the supermarket get something. All right, cool. But every fucking time I see you, dude, you're in flip flops. That shit's fucking disgusting. You know? You deserve to step on a nail. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna be going all kinds of things like that, and then later on, I'll see you on October 3rd, we're gonna talk about retail versus Wall Street investing. We're gonna be really going over the history of like the retail cycle versus Wall Street investing, and basically, obviously, the Wall Street investing is the more safer side this cycle wise, but we're still gonna be talking about investments on the retail side. We're gonna have October 6th off. That would have been funny if we took October 7th off. But then top 50 coins list, which is going to be a really, really pivotal one. We're going to be talking about all the top coins that we're investing into as well. There's some coins that are excluded from the list because we're going to be talking about them specifically in the L1 and L2 webinars. But we're going to be talking about the top kind of market cap coins as well as ones we're looking at. Then October 7th, we're going to be talking about custom portfolio strategies. How to not wreck yourself. When we say, hey, you should mostly be in the majors, Miguel and Charlie, they told me to be all in on one token that's not Bitcoin. No, we did not. You know, hey, I think a $500 scratcher in this coin. Miguel said put 50% of my portfolio in this coin. That's what he said. I heard.
I mean, nobody's looking pretty sweet.
He said 500. He really meant 50%. That's what he said. I heard that. That's what he said. He said nobody's a lock. I wear flip flops everywhere today. I stabbed myself on the toe with the tree climbing spike. You deserved it.
Jesus. Get that
Sorry, brother. I know all love. Oh, fuck, it's a dog. Oh, Golden, that dog. He's the dog fucking putting his arm up. That's hilarious. Oh, but yeah, dude, don't wear flip flops, dude. Wear combat boots. Wear shoes, dude. Come on, like let's be. Wear gym shoes, dude. You can wear short. You can wear I wear short shorts sometimes. I wear hoochie daddy shorts. That's what the girls want to see and shit out here in Vegas. But like, but the sandals disgusting. Enough. Anyway, don't fight my gala bag. Don't worry, Josh Hamilton. One day you'll be on the $20 bill. People get too emotional. I don't even. Yeah, unless it's a lock, right? Nike slides at home. Sure, you can wear I have flip flops, but like you don't wear them out. You wear them at your house. I don't know why this is like I'm teaching like basic lifestyle shit. Like this is like we should have learned this coming out of high school. But we're gonna be also talking about the portfolio strategies for more of like the portfolio you guys should probably be in to like if you're much more advanced and you're willing to take risk. We're gonna give you portfolio strategies where like all right, you're gonna go more risky, but how to keep it from going too out of control. And you are gonna go out of control. I mean, God bless you, man. But we're not recommending that. Practical technical analysis. Maybe Charlie, you should explain this one.
Yeah, with that one, the way that I wanted to kind of look at technical analysis this quarter was just a pragmatic use case of it. So, like, let's say, for example, you got a new toy, right? You got a new car, you got a new game or whatever it is, right? You want to break that out and you want to use it right away. You don't want it to be too complicated, right? So that's kind of the way that I'm looking at technical analysis here. Like, what are some of the simple tools that are yet very, very effective? How do you use them? We're going to go into, like live case scenarios of like different charts. What's it like? What's the difference between charting a meme coin versus Bitcoin, right? Like completely different, right? Because the psychology is massively different on an asset that's a global, digital asset for the whole world versus something that might die next week, right? So we're going to be going into all that stuff to make sure that, you guys who are like, I'm never going to learn technical analysis because it's too hard, right? It's like, no, there's some very, very simple aspects to it that are really good for making money. So just pick them up and use them. But of course, we'll go into some more complex stuff too for the guys who've been really bringing up that part of their game. But I just wanted to make it accessible for everybody and something that everybody can use kind of right away.
Oh, shout out to Mario, man. Just copped the course. I wonder if that was our roulette dealer last night. Mario fucking wrecked me. Just copped the course. I'm ready, man. Welcome, brother. Welcome.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
And yeah, this is what I wanted to share too before we wrap up and everything. This email was sent out to everybody on the waiting list for the Crypto Mindset just before we did the stream. Like 3 hours ago, something like that. So if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, I'm giving you guys a little bit more time to reply here. Tomorrow on my show, we'll be doing the reveal here of who gets the next free Crypto Mindset course. So just answer this question. And if you did not receive the email, then you can, I'll put this link in the chat. You can take this, reply to this to charlie@cultivatecrypto.com. But anyways, what cryptocurrency or coin are you most interested in learning about in Q4? I'm just wanting one coin that you're most interested in, because I just want to kind of see, what either people are looking towards or what they might be hard in on and stuff like that. So, you have probably about less than 24 hours before we reveal that. So just FYI, if you had seen that email, and also the email describes in detail, what we do in the Crypto Mindset course for people who might not be aware. And the schedule of what we do every day and all that jazz. So everything is recorded. I know we get that question super often, but everything is recorded in the Crypto Mindset course, and you never, we never take away the modules away from you, so you can continue to research everything, right? So you can continue to hold that pretty much forever. So
pretty cool, man. Definitely get in. Let's go back to the schedule for a second.
Okay, hold on, sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Yep.
You heard this breaking news from the real John F. Kennedy. Whoever doesn't join the course is a certified torta pounder. Wow. a fate worse than death.
All right, it's back up.
So that's practical technical analysis on October 10th, the best swing trades from quarter four. We're going to go over coins that we've been swing trading a lot, going over previous trades that we've done, and kind of going over basically what we look for on certain coins. There's actually quite a lot of coins you can swing trade. We do look for more volatility, as well as we make this webinar. If something happens on one of the coins we're really tracking that we see as an opportunity, we'll kind of bring it into the current webinar. Like as an example, nobody is topping right now. I'll literally hey, stop in let's say we're in the middle of retail and Wall Street investing. Hey, you guys, nobody just touched $100 million market cap. It's looking weak right now. I'd take some profit. We do a little explanation and then be like, this is supposed to be talked about on the 10th, but sorry, or if it happens sometime during October 14th or 15th, we'd bring it up basically if we're tracking those things and stuff like that. But then on October 10th in the afternoon, we'll be talking about fundamental analysis for smooth brains and giga brains. I'll be going over how to do fundamental analysis on meme coins, as well as projects who actually have supply coming out, sort of like Aster, or on Pepe, or on these pump.fun coins, or basically VC-backed tokens and stuff. I'll be going to how I look at both of them differently, basically, because it is two very different parts of the market. This market is very kind of L1 sort of TradFi heavy, and then on the smooth brain side, it's basically meme coins with a billion market cap with a billion token supply. It's a pump.fun. So they're actually the one thing I will say that's really nice about pump.fun, or at least the creation of it, is that everyone's copied a model of a billion token supply seems to be the average, basically. So you're starting to have much more coins having a lot of the same supply. So it's kind of, I think over time it's causing a bit of a sort of a most people are looking at meme coin and then looking again at like they're kind of there's like these market cap sort of like round unit bias. So I'll be talking about unit bias a lot in the fundamental analysis webinar about unit bias and round number bias as well and stuff like that, because these sort of psychological levels are happening quite a lot. We'll be talking about psychological levels a lot in the practical and technical analysis, but I'll be talking more on the actual kind of like why as humans do we like these round numbers and stuff, because it's actually something we have to look at. Because fundamental analysis, I still look at charts a little bit, believe it or not. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I can't believe this is haram. Charlie's gonna hit me with the
Yeah, Miguel always read charts before he knew he read charts.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where everybody looks at price, and so everybody has like an aspect to that they kind of naturally do. But what do you call it? It's not formalized.
Correct. Yeah. And I was reading charts before they paid me to read charts, Charlie. I was driving a Buick before they even paid me to drive a Buick, Charlie.
Nice.
But so that's the first half. We just got through the first half. We haven't even talked about the second half, you guys. On-chain analytics on Bitcoin and so on. Do not miss that one. That is an info dump. The amount of links and just the things we're looking at in terms of like topping signals or information, ETF numbers. I mean, it's just so much, man, there. And then we're gonna have a Q&A. The Q&A that's going to happen on the October 11th is we're really going to be basically, all right, at this point we stop, we hit the brakes. We're about to go into some more really advanced stuff now. Is there anything you guys have questions on? And we catch you guys up. We kind of bring you up to the snuff at that point in time. And then we take a nice 2-day break right there between October 11th and the 14th. And we're back. AI research for dummies. Everything that we're using AI for, from AI coins to actual research terms to how I even use it and stuff. I'm using ChatGPT for certain things, but sometimes ChatGPT is wrong, but it's a really good place to start, or maybe like find information or info. There's really cool stuff we're going to be talking about in there. Then Wall Street L1s and L2s. This is going to be talking about TradFi. Where is TradFi investing? Where are the L2s? Like, we're going to be talking Lena in there. We're going to be talking about Base Protocol. We're going to be talking about quite a lot of their chains in there. Then we go into October 15th. We talk about the natives, the Sonics, the Pulse chains, the L2s, like which ones are worth a damn, which ones are not, which ones are cooked, which ones are goated. Everything from there. And then a surprise crypto pounder webinar. We'll keep that a secret.
Not the rug wick.
Not the rug wick. Yeah, that's right. Then October 18th, very important, end of year crypto tax updates, right? Well, I do have to say this. We are not tax professionals. Tax attorneys, tax anything. We're just going to give you kind of our updates, as well as things that that have just kind of passed recently for taxes and stuff. We'll give you there. We'll give you that information there. But obviously, you're just going to have to find a tax professional to do your taxes. Okay.
Yeah, but we'll give you the guidelines of what you need to know to be able to go and find somebody who can, be in your corner for that.
Definitely. And also we'll talk about kind of like tips we can give you to like maybe suss out, because like even me, I've had to go look for like tax. I mean, I've actually interviewed here in Vegas, like I've gone through 4 or 5 different ones. Like I have certain trigger words that scare me on some of these tax people. I literally walked out of an office when I heard. I want to stay here because I want it on the course. But like this lady said something that was so outlandish to me that I just walked the fuck out. Crazy. And then then October 18th with the closing time and extra coin picks, it's kind of an AMA sort of talking about ANA and sort of talking about extra coins we didn't have a chance to talk about. And it's going to be that's a super extra long webinar. It goes really long. And then we also have an unrecorded webinar unrecorded AMA that we do there as well. So, and then continue on, we have bonus webinars throughout Q4, which is crazy.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
And that's not even the cash out webinars. That's not even the cash out webinars, you guys. I mean, my God, man. Good googly moogly.
Yeah, I mean, get all the juice.
I mean, I'll give you a little hint.
If we buy 5 RMs, it's so much easier to move them around than art.
We can't move the money, Louis.
Papa, it's just so much simpler to be buying watches as opposed to art pieces.
Watches, art. I don't understand what you are saying.
We're
Louis,
talking about the putain money laundering issue that
money laundering. Louis, we are not a drug cartel. We don't do money laundering.
No, I not money. I meant tax avoidance.
Dex, avoidance.
Ahmed, ça va, okay. Buy the watches. Okay, I didn't know what you meant. Why you don't say what you mean?
Chat doesn't say what they mean. I mean, but with that, man, we hit the 3-hour mark, man. Thank you guys so much for joining us, man. Join the CMC Q4. It closes tomorrow at midnight Pacific Standard Time. With that, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be on your channel tomorrow, right, Charlie?
Yep, in the early afternoon. So be ready to lock in or clock in.
That's right, man. So thank you so much for joining you guys, and catch you guys on the flip side.
Broski, the market is so red, I thought my MacBook was bleeding.
This is the end, cuz. Yesterday I was a millionaire, today I'm a slumdog. This is not a dip, this is a black hole.
Imbeciles. They have no idea. This is not a black hole, this is the beginning of a big bang.
Why is Broski not panicking with us?
Yeah, why is he so unfazed? Have you checked your wallet, cuz?
The crypto is down 85%.
Allow him, broski, he's still in denial.
Is it down by 85%? Or is it 85% off?
Oh shit. Nah, gang, not the hustler mindset.
Not the hustler mindset.
Bro said it's not a crash, it's a discount. Circumstances, but you can change your mentality.
Remember, brothers, the market sends his toughest battles to his most financially literate soldiers. When the Nasdaq falls, will you give up? Or remember that no amount of setbacks defeat a qualified mind? You see a dip and start to sell, but I remember that sudden emotions lack logic. Down isn't permanent. So I invest more into the S&P because I was born to struggle and persist.
Nah, man, them. How does he do
this
it?
guy knows something. Broski, was you in the board meeting with Donald Trump? So tell me, brothers, when the crops go dry, will you sell your land or sow more seeds, knowing that the harvest will always return?
He's really got that hustler mindset. Bro's got that JP Morgan mentality. That's that quarter zip discipline, cuz. Yeah, gang. Yeah, a few individuals that make it out, cuz.